Well, good morning, you beauties. It is with a youthful exuberance that yes, I know I'm immature, but it's actually Youth Month. And we are celebrating that in every way, shape and form that we can on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We're celebrating the people, the opportunities and the support systems that are there and maybe not there that we need to focus on to get young South Africans into a place where they can reach their full potential. And it's happening all around us.
Absolutely.
Whether you want it to or not.
We're sitting on a goldmine of talent in South Africa, so let's tap right into it. And that's anybody up until the age of 35, Graham. I'm just saying that's what they qualified it as.
I've embraced the masters section, okay? I know there is a role for all of us in this ecosystem. Now, let's get into the roles that are really being dominant right now. The school leaders, and I like that word leader, shaping stronger classrooms. We're going to introduce you to Erica Wickham and Principal Cordelia Jacobs. I saw them in the makeup room, terrified them in the makeup room with all of our energy, so I think we've softened them up. We're also going to introduce you to award-winning author Rafilwe Moahloli, who is inspiring a love of reading and storytelling in the next generation. And I don't think we realize how important that narrative is.
It starts when we're so young, whether we read to or start reading. It really is behind those words.
How
so we
cute
can't
though
wait
as
to
well,
welcome
man.
Stop the bus. The Street Party. Great names. Can I be involved? Available in 4 languages, and we can't wait to delve into that conversation. That's what's going down right here in Cape Teasy for Sheezy. Out in Jozi, we've got the gorgeous Kutle holding it down.
A very good morning, everybody in studio. Molweni kuninonke eMzansi. Siqala kamnandi inkqubo yethu apha eRhawutini. Molweni, it's good to see your faces. This side, we continue with the important conversations, okay? We're here to tackle a challenge that continues to affect millions of young girls across the country. Maria Spasson from the Menstruation Foundation joins us to unpack the reality of period poverty and why access to menstrual products is about far more than dignity. It's about education, opportunity, and ensuring every young person has the chance to thrive. It's all about entertainment, but also having informative conversations. So make sure to keep it locked right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Kodwa ngoku, speaking about being informed, ixesha lifikile to have a look at what's happening with isimo sezulu. Carissa is on standby with the news headlines.
Thank you, gorgeous Kuhle, our angel for the day. 3 minutes after 6 o'clock, let's delve into your national news headlines, where disaster management teams in the Garden Route have begun evacuating residents as a precaution as severe storms batter parts of the district, while in the Nelson Mandela Bay Metro, temporary accommodation is ready for residents whose homes may be affected. Now, this comes as the South African Weather Service has issued orange level 8 warnings for parts of the region, forecasting up to 200 millimeters of rain in George, Knysna, Bateau and Oudtshoorn. Authorities warn that saturated ground, full dams and swollen rivers could trigger flooding similar to last month's deadly events. In other news in our country, National Deputy Commissioner of Police, Tebelo Mosikili, says law enforcement remains on high alert to respond to any violence amid a nationwide rise in protests against undocumented foreigners. Now, this follows the deaths of 2 Mozambicans in Mossel Bay during a protest over illegal immigration over the weekend. Mosikili said violence is not activism and intimidation is not community protection. Now, she stressed that while South Africans may raise concerns about crime, illegal immigration and service delivery, these issues cannot justify lawlessness or attacks. In your international news making headlines now, Zimbabwe has been elected as a non-permanent member of the United Nations Security Council for a 2-year term beginning in January 2027. Now, the Southern African nation secured the seat allocated to the African group and will replace Somalia. Zimbabwe joins fellow African countries, the Democratic Republic of the Congo and Liberia, which are already serving on the council until the end of 2027. Now, the election ensures Africa maintains 3 of the Council's 10 rotating seats, strengthening the continent's voice on international peace and security matters. Meanwhile, Ukrainian drones have struck an oil terminal and a naval base in St. Petersburg yesterday, just hours before President Vladimir Putin was due to open a high-profile economic forum in the city. The annual event is aimed at attracting foreign investment and showcasing Russia's economic strength. Now, the timing of the attack is seen as a symbolic attempt to embarrass Putin and highlight vulnerabilities in Russian cities. The Kremlin has vowed a response, saying it will carry out systematic strikes on Ukraine amid a growing escalation between both sides. Now let's close off over here with some English football news, where legend Sir David Beckham is set to be honoured with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame as World Cup excitement sweeps across the United States ahead of kickoff next week. Now, the 51-year-old former England captain will have his plaque unveiled in Los Angeles on the 12th of June, just hours before the tournament's opening match on US soil. Now, organisers say the award recognises his role in boosting football's popularity in America and his global sporting and cultural influence. From Manchester United glory to international stardom and even beyond, Beckham's journey continues to inspire fans as the world's biggest football celebration begins in a fitting moment of global unity. Well, the 11th of June is definitely knocking. If you haven't already, download that SABC Plus app so you don't miss any action. That's where we leave your news for now. Let's delve straight into the world of sports.
Oh, man. Well, from a career being celebrated on the latter side of that equation, let's go to the beginning of the story. It is all about the promotional playoff in the PSL right now. And boy, the teams are giving us something to play with. The Milford FC unit have moved to the top of the PSL promotional playoff table. That was after a dramatic 1-0 victory over Magesi FC last night. And it was substitute Kanyasani Radebe who came on in the 88th minute. And he did it strike deep in stoppage time to hand Milford all 3 points critically now. So they'll be in action again this Saturday afternoon. And it could be Cape Town City FC playing an important role, albeit very much chasing from the back of the pack, but it's going to go down ultimately to Milford and Magesi facing each other one more time in that final playoff. This is what we want for the teams. So all the best of luck there. Now let's focus on the World Cup. Just 7 days to go until the FIFA World Cup kicks off officially. National teams continuing their preparations, giving us an indication of form through a series of great international friendlies. And last night, Algeria edged out the Netherlands 1-0 thanks to a late winner from Anis Haj Musa. Well, Nigeria and Poland both looked very strong, played out to a very entertaining 2-2 draw. And then Italy, they did just enough to claim a narrow 1-0 victory over Luxembourg. But clearly the big guns starting to find their form, terrifyingly so, before the World Cup. Now, speaking of form, let's talk about rugby for a moment. And this one, not a major surprise. South African players have dominated the United Rugby Championship Dream Team of the season. So headlined by top point scorer Sasha Feinberg and Gomazulu and top try scorer Evan Roos. 8 of the 15 positions available held by South Africans. The Bulls and Stormers obviously well reflected. They both are in the URC semi-finals this Saturday, fighting, of course, for their place in that lucrative and coveted final. Now we can get back into the tennising lane, and Roland Garros has been thrilling this year. World number 1 and tournament favourite Aryna Sabalenka suffered a shock French Open quarter-final defeat. I think you saw it coming. Diana Schneider there, the destroyer-in-chief, and Schneider produced a remarkable comeback to get it right from a set and 2 breaks down to reach her first Grand Slam semi-final. And she joins another very unexpected name, Polish qualifier Maja Chwalinska. It's going to take us a while to wrap ourselves around that name, but she ain't going nowhere. And then, of course, Italian Flavio Cobolli also booked his place in the men's semi-finals. This one is going to be one for the books. And we'll continue to track all those sporting headlines as we go. Right now, brand new day. Let's track the weather and see what that's got in store for us. Very good morning to you, Paula Kwane. As we edge closer towards the weekend, let's see what your Thursday has in store for you. And it kicks off under mostly sunny skies, thankfully. Temperature range 8 and 26 degrees today. That gives you a great indication of the day ahead. And then warm, sunny conditions are going to stick around, expected over the coming days with your temperature highs in the low to mid-20s. Next up, Klerksdorp. Good morning to you. You can expect mostly cloudy skies, and that as a prelude to rain. 60% chance of rain today. Temperatures start on a low of 3 and will reach a high of 17 as a result. Then tomorrow, clouds will gradually ease before the weekend kicks in. Temperatures ranging between 1 and 13 degrees, giving you an indication of what to prepare for. As we move to our capital, in Pretoria, you're going to look up to mostly cloudy skies with moderate northerly winds today, and temperatures ranging between a low of 4, a little bit chilly, but a nice 20-degree high. And then as we move closer to the weekend, sunny skies pick up, and the daytime highs move between a chilly 3 to a beautiful 21 degrees. Into Jersey we move now. Good morning to you. You've got an overcast start to your day. In fact, overcast conditions expected to persist and a 29-kilometer-an-hour wind as well. Temperatures are going to start at a freezing 2 and going up to only 15 today, and it kind of stays in that lane the days ahead. Mostly sunny skies with those mild temperature ranges. Into Mbombela we go now, and you've got a day brightened by mostly sunny skies, and your temperature range reflecting that, drifting from 11 to 24 degrees today. In the next few days are going to bring sunny skies, lingering clouds, and tomorrow's temperatures ranging between 8 and 22, and we stay in the low 20s from then on. Bloemfontein is our next stop, and today you can look up to partly cloudy skies and a 65% chance of rain, and that keeps those temperatures hooked between 4 and 13 degrees today, and we stay in the mid to upper teens as mainly cloudy conditions dominate the coming days. Morning lows dropping to around -1 degrees as well, so brace for that as Richards Bay braces for partly cloudy skies today and rain as well. In fact, rain moving in at a chance of 45%. Temperatures ranging between a cool 15 and a warm 27 as a result. And then tomorrow, sunny skies to usher in the weekend, and we get a nice high of 23 degrees. Down to our playground we go, and Durbs, you can expect a grey and overcast sky today, but it's not going to slow the temperatures down. You start on 13, going up to a high of 24. Expect some humidity, I think. Tomorrow, sunny skies kick in again. A few lingering clouds, but your temperatures reflecting a beautiful weekend. 12 and 23, your range. Tata, thunderstorms are going to develop in the afternoon with that 85% chance of rain, so brace for that. Temperatures climbing from a brisk 8 to set at 18 degrees today. And as we look ahead, your weekend brings beautiful sunny skies. In fact, tomorrow does have some cloudy conditions and a 75% chance of rain. But otherwise, you're going to have a lovely weekend as we move to Nkuba, formerly Craddock, where you've got a 70% chance of rain today. Temperatures ranging between 7 and 13 degrees as a result. But cloudy and humid conditions are going to pretty much stick around for the days ahead. Tomorrow's temps between 2 and 13 degrees to continue that trend. Kugompo City, formerly known as East London. Your day starts off under a partly cloudy sky, and then rain coming in at a chance of 40% today. Temperatures sitting between a low of 13 and a high of 20. And then tomorrow, more of the same, cloudy and dull conditions, 60% chance of rain, in fact, as that ramps up. Gqeberha, you've got a wet day on the cards. 95% of it, in fact, is going to be covered in water. Temperatures moving between a low of 13 and a high of 17 degrees. And then a low of 10 and a high of 17 tomorrow as well. But the rain does start to trail off there. 40% chance as we shift towards the weekend. Into Gorgeous George we travel now. You're going to be wet today. Just get your raincoat out. 100% chance of rain. Temperatures drifting from a cool 11 to only 14 degrees because of that inclement weather. And then the cloudy and rainy conditions will start to slide out of the weekend equation tomorrow, down to a 35% chance. And then starting to clear on Saturday. Then into Cape Town, the mother city's got some cloud cover persisting with noticeable winds throughout the day, around 34 kilometers an hour. Your temperatures between 10 and 17 degrees for the range today. And over the coming days, you've got mixed conditions. Temperature highs between 17 and 18 degrees. Well, pretty much throughout. Into Sutherland we shift now as scattered thunderstorms are very much likely today. Your rain chanced at 55%. And then temperatures ranging between a freezing, well, almost 0 and a 7-degree high. That paints the picture, and unfortunately not getting too warm as we look ahead. Mainly partly sunny skies, temperatures peaking at only 14 degrees come Sunday. As we get closer to the giant hole of Kimberley, you can expect mostly sunny skies and a light westerly wind today. And those temperatures pretty much limited to the 4 and 14 degree range today, so you know what to expect, and we stay in those upper teens moving forward. Cloudy and sunny spells will alternate over the coming days. and those temperatures kind of flip-flopping a little bit as well. As we move to Uppington, partly cloudy skies are setting the tone for the day. Temperatures start on a low of 3, rising to only 15 degrees today. And in the days ahead, mainly bright and sunny skies to usher in the weekend. Lingering clouds, temperatures peaking in the mid-teens to low 20s. Looks like a great weekend. Not too insane on the weather front, but we will continue to track it on the hour, every hour as we progress, and hopefully get some more contributions from you, like this from Zoe Fenner from Pietermaritzburg. PMB, you have stood up every day this week. I love you for that. 21 degrees is your high today, Zoe, and that's what it looks like outside Zoe's world. Absolutely beautiful. We love our Zoes in this neck of the woods. They are very, very creative, and that's a beautifully composed picture. I like the fact that it feels like the whole province is waking up with us now with that one. Thank you so much. If you can beat it, prove it. Share your sunrise view with us. 063 036 9649 is the number to use. In fact, if you want to chat about anything on today's show, you can use that line, and I have a feeling we're going to inspire you to engage today.
Well, speaking about engagement, we'll definitely get into a whole lot of that on the other side of this short break, because there's so many touch points to get into. First and foremost, how we can truly get the youth when it comes to school leadership and make an impact with them in that sort of regard. Investing in the future is what we're all about. And then, of course, we've got the gorgeous Refilwa that will join us, an author that has poured so much energy into making sure the future of our youth looks bright. Her new series all around Rory Sang and her friends is going to come on through to make sure that we are sorted. We can't wait to delve into it straight after this very short break. We'll see you now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Mzansi Afrika omhle, we are back njengomqolo apha ku-S3. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso. Niyayazi into yokuba nasathanda uncokola nani kumakhasi onxibelelwano, right? And social media, and namhlanje is absolutely no different. If you hop on, ubone uba nasincokola ngantoni. Sithi, good morning, everybody. It is Youth Month, and in honor of that, we are celebrating the educators who help us shape future generations. Who was the teacher that changed your life, and what did they do that made such a difference? Tell us about them, please, 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 via voice notes on 063 036 9649. On social media, do not forget the oh so important hashtag Expresso Show. The teacher that changed your life, and how did they manage to do it? And if I can share, of course, for me, it is my oh so beautiful mother, a teacher, retired teacher of 34 years. She has instilled so many beautiful principles in me and my siblings siblings, and of course, her classroom. But also Mrs. Fanny Kerk, my hurdles teacher, 100-meter hurdles teacher. Thank you for staying after school with me and truly believed in me to represent my school on regionals. And that's why I believe I was able to be successful and really harness that power of, I think I know who Sipiwo Kuhle is. Absolutely appreciate you. So please share your stories with us. Send them via voice notes on 063-036-9649. And the hashtag is Expresso Show. Sisay Bamba apa ukwangoku. While you are chatting, I know for a fact that G is waiting on the other side in Cape Town. What's happening, G?
Oh, I love that. I was just going through the Rolodex of amazing teachers that I've been so blessed to have in my life as a very difficult student to teach. Enthusiastic, but I would imagine quite a challenge to keep in a box. So bless all of those amazing teachers who put themselves into these places. I think I've started to realize from my beautiful front row seat of our education system and the systems within, behind every thriving classroom is strong leadership. There are people there represented. And Erica Wickham from the Instructional Leadership Institute, and I want you to remember that name, and school principal Cordelia Jacobs now join us to discuss how investing in school leaders is improving learner outcomes, the results, how the Future Fund, and I love the sound of this, is helping bring that change to more schools across South Africa, and we can plug in. We can. It's plug and play. You guys are proving that. Thank you so much.
Good
Erica
morning.
Cordelia, thank you for joining us right now. Why leaders in the classroom? Even the framing of the word leaders is different to how we would normally see exercises in this space.
Yeah.
So give us a bit of background as to how you've arrived at this point.
Well, I've come from a corporate background, and we all know that if the leader has not bought in to what needs to happen and the change that needs to come, we're not going to see the change. So hence, we go into schools and we work with wonderful principals like Cordelia to make change and drive those learner outcomes in South Africa.
You had a little chuckle there to yourself. As like all amazing principals, probably so humble you don't even realize how amazing you are. More terrifying coming into the makeup room and seeing me and this moment, or walking into a school full of kids, like a hall.
No, that's nothing.
Nothing.
No.
But you carry the hopes and dreams
Easy
of
peasy.
every one of those kids. When you engage, and all jokes aside, congratulations and well done for being a part of this. When you engage with something like this, it can often get very real. It looks great on paper, but now you're putting out fires. Now you've actually got to deliver. What has it been like plugging into this kind of energy and adding this outcomes-based feel to a schooling system?
It was so amazing. It was an 18-month course. I started in 2024, and we graduated. So I'm one of the freshly newest
Congratulations. Can we get a round of applause? And I say that because I hope to graduate from something sometime, and I'd like the applause as well. Congratulations.
Thank you, Graham. So it was lots of practical things that we could implement at the school. And I worked at 2 schools during my 18 months at ILI. And I could implement these strategies and see improvement, almost immediately.
You know, I talk about amazing people, and so often in the purpose-driven space, once we take the person out, we lose the passion and the purpose. And that's how schools are going on this sine wave. You'll have a great principal, and then we'll taper out. And that's even how we talk about schools.
Yeah.
This feels like we are creating a systemic change. This is something that regardless of whether there is a person there or not,
Yes.
that's driven by purpose, the purpose still remains.
Absolutely.
How does it all work? How does your course work, and how do you empower the principals to achieve this stuff?
So we work with the senior leaders of the school. So it's called SMTs. So they're the senior management team. And what we
That already
do-
sounds so corporate. I love it. Oh,
we have to drive our
Exactly,
NPCs as a
yeah.
corporate business.
Exactly.
So we work with them. We go in and we give them, and we're not saying you don't know what you're doing. Obviously you do, because you're a principal.
You're there,
But what
yeah.
we're trying to do is we're trying to create sustainable change. We're trying to create systemic change. So what we do is we come in and we say to you, join us, go on our practical training with us, come to our learning blocks, come and learn what we want to show you, take it back into your school, do implementation, and we will send a coach into your school to help you to drive that change.
To meet you where you are.
Exactly, because every school is different.
Oh, completely.
Every learner.
Every principal is different.
Every principal is different, yeah. So last year we had 30 of the principals and or SMTs on our program. And I'm happy to say that I just got the last of the systemic results 2-3 days ago. And we drove a increase in grade 3 mathematics by 84%.
Outcomes.
We drive outcomes in the schools.
And this is what you would expect in a corporate space, what you would expect from a well-gelled team that is working towards a goal. What change have you seen? Because this speaks to soft skills, this speaks to the kind of social skills that are going to filter down to culture. It's going to be a different feel. What difference have you noticed in the students when the leaders in the school start exemplifying something else?
You know, Graham, I started with just with the morning routines, getting learners from the lines to the class within 3 to 5 minutes, gaining teaching time and having them assist us with managing attendance. You know, so
different culture.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
When I hear words like fund, this means plug and play. That says to me that if I'm a corporate that want to lay my branding, my impact in your space, that I can do that. How can I do that and support what you're doing?
So we are one of 266,000 NPCs or NPOs in South Africa. So we're all viewing for exactly the same amount of money. That's available in the CSI
Same
space.
pie. The same
same
pie.
Exactly. So I came up with a future fund, and what it is, it's a micro giving. We have investors in South Africa, and every single individual in South Africa is an investor.
And bless the impact investors, those that are taking what little they have to do the most.
Exactly, and all you need to do is just invest 10 Rand a month.
I like
That's
that.
all we're asking. But what we're asking from corporates is, come on board, take our program, invest in these communities. You're investing in the future employable kids.
Your own market, but
Exactly.
an investment speaks to a return on investment, and this will give you the data, will show you the return on investment in compound, in short term, in long term.
Yes.
You will see through generations of learners pouring back into the system, and I can say that with absolute certainty because this is how South Africa has survived over the last 20 years.
Yeah.
It's people such as yourselves figuring there is a different way, getting that mass action, starting the movement around it. And now you've got yourself a whole fund. I'm going to bring a fund to meet your fund, and we're going to do some exciting things in this space.
Yay, I'm excited.
I get very excited about these things because we're a commercial space here. And if we are talking about this stuff that used to be, oh, let's think about painting with this white paint after the fact. This is before, this is preemptive. This is how you create a market in South Africa. Investing in our youth should look like this. It's not only about what we do for the learners today and how we set them up just to learn. It's also about supporting the people who are going to shape their futures every day and that culture that they take on. So please, and I think you want to learn more about the Future Fund and how to get involved. If you want to be a small or a big investor, the Instructional Leadership Institute, and it does take a bit to say, but I'm glad because it is a lot to take on board. You will find them online. We'll keep all of their details, and I think the ladies will probably get hijacked by our social media team in a moment to chat a little bit more. But guys, well done. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for giving us this opportunity to talk about the good work that we're trying to do.
Don't steal her to the corporate world, please. I can see I'm getting a corporate vibe here.
We're non-profit, so she's not coming into the corporate space.
Not for much longer if I have anything to do with it. Now, hopefully this has inspired you to look at what you've got and the tools that you have and apply it slightly differently. That's where the magic is.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Well, welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. You know that we're celebrating the youth of now and the future, and what better way than with the love of reading? Because we know it can shape a child's confidence and also their imagination, and like I said, their future from such an early age. Now, we've got award-winning author Refiloe Matloli, who joins us to discuss a new Rorisang and Morena series, why representation matters in children's books, and how she's helping young readers discover the joy of storytelling.
Because you must speak the words,
You must
and you must
speak
go into the magical words.
Come on.
Rorisang and Morena. Why these names? Let's start with the people that are going to bring these worlds to life. Even when you say the name, you understand the power of language. My tongue has to do something different. It has to live differently.
You know?
And I would imagine for someone whose mother tongue that is, that must feel very different to reading in another language or reading out of context.
Absolutely, and the naming is very intentional.
Really?
What the name means, Rorisang means praise, Morena, king, leader, and you know, when I was working with these characters, you actually get to see how they live out their names as well in the story. But yeah, it's great. The kids, some of the kids, you'll get a Rorisang who's like, oh, my name is in the book.
Exactly. She's talking about me.
point.
Like we said, representation matters at the end of the day. So talk to me about this transition, though, Refiloe, from reading to our children to then the children taking ownership and reading themselves. Some parents are a little bit apprehensive around that. So talk to us a little bit about that.
I think parents get nervous that the kids will stop.
Yeah.
If I don't read to them, they'll stop. But I think the biggest thing is actually make sure as you're doing the transition that they're getting to understand what kind of books they love. You know, if the kid likes a certain kind of story, whether it's jokes, you know, like horror stories, whatever it is, allow them to discover what they love through their books. And as long as they're reading something that they already are interested in, they'll just keep
They'll
grabbing it.
continue.
Yeah, they'll keep
And
grabbing
you'll go
it.
through phases as well, you know, and I would imagine as we go through the school journey and the hormonal phases are there, we're going to be pulled in different directions. And I speak from past experience, but you're also learning about through poets. The great authors are poets, and you can read it. And short format, long format, you've got to create something that is beautiful when it lands, but you're able to carry these big themes and big ideas. You learn about relationships, you learn about loyalty, you learn about yourself through this journey. And you think of how limited a person's understanding of life could be if you haven't seen it through the author's eyes. What was that moment for you that made you go, hang on, there's something missing here. There is a piece missing from this puzzle and I need to create it.
Yeah, so mine was a very South African thing. I'm a proud South African and proud of our languages. And I think what really hit me, I started with just my nieces and nephews. Like, you know when you're writing for 2 or 3 people.
Right.
And then you end up writing for the children of South Africa. So I think I wanted our languages, our world, which is very unique, to be represented in the book. So then the child can feel like, oh, that could be my life.
Exactly.
That's the point. That could be me.
And the possibilities are endless then.
Yeah,
Because you're opening up these new worlds to them when we think about identity, self-acceptance, culture being represented so incredibly beautifully. So thank you for the work that you're doing. I've got to ask you though, we put a question out there for our viewers today about teachers that have made an impact on their lives. And that's often where people get introduced to many kinds of books. Do you have a teacher that's really made an impact?
Oh, I do.
Oh, tell us more.
Mrs. Pretorius was my grade 2 teacher.
Okay.
And I still have this very clear, vivid memory. She was so excited that I could read already at that stage. I was reading novels.
Oh,
So
course you were.
You know how you have your teacher who reads to the class? That's the norm. When she found out that I could read, she let me, and imagine I was tiny, she let me sit on her chair.
I'm seeing like Matilda, the South African Matilda, sitting on the little
And the
feet of the
teacher's
table.
chair, she went to the back and allowed me to read to the class. And I still remember her face.
That could
So
be why you're doing
proud.
what you're doing. That
And
is
I'm still
powerful.
doing that now.
To this day.
So yeah, many years later, I mean, her and I, she's my Facebook friend now.
Oh,
we chat.
yes.
That
I
is
love this.
super sweet.
It's so
eh?
cool.
She
That
could
is
see the
super
development
sweet.
of
Yeah.
where you started to where you are. Refiloe, that is a beautiful full circle.
It is, yeah.
Congratulations. I'm beginning to think that you've got 2 things here, that these kids are actually real. They exist in a real pocket universe somewhere because there's so much energy and power around them, which has
Yeah.
got to be amazing to you. But I think you're just going back through your your life, just addressing all the things that you'd like to sort out, and that is
writers.
beautiful. That is beautiful. You're a bona fide writer, and that's going to feel amazing.
I'm looking at the name. Surprise, surprise. Stop the bus. Like,
Stop the bus.
stop the bus. The illustrations alone look gorgeous.
She's so good.
How can people get their hands on your books?
They are available at all the major bookstores
Yeah.
all over the country. Please go grab a copy. You know, the
And I
more
know
children who read them, the better.
Better.
And I know we want the kids to read them, but it's all right for the parents to read the books for the kids, hey? I need that in my life, hey? Because we're now shifting in out of that gear now, and I don't know if I'm ready for it. I can't read to myself, but I can read to someone else. Am I allowed to read to myself
Read
out
to
loud? I don't know.
yourself. Oh, yeah.
See what Rory Sangamorena got up to today. Come on.
But no, there's few things as powerful as the connection created between a parent and child when you do introduce this modality. So thank you for giving that not just to the kids, but the parents as well.
That's true.
You're amazing, girl.
Okay, don't go
Amazing.
anywhere. I know we're playing a game with you in just a little bit. Very excited to get into the traditional game. Right now, though, we're going to head back to Kuhle. We haven't seen you in a minute, girl. What you up to?
So much for that. The feel goodness continues. But after the break, we take it back to the days with a traditional game. One of my
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Of course, one of the joys of kids' books, we can just be big kids and play it. It connects us to culture, to stories, to narratives, to our own childhood in a very powerful way. We said Rafil West not allowed to go anywhere. She actually asked if she could stay so that she could play some games with us. Now, the game we're about to, I'm going to be educated in, because I've seen many girls play it, and I've never played it myself, okay? I feel like my body just wouldn't be capable of doing these kinds of movements. This is from the street party.
It's from the street party. It's a game called Ushengan. It's called Mgusha in the other languages.
What does that translate to?
I wish I
know?
could, but Umgusha is
The stockings.
The stockings,
yeah,
okay.
like warm stockings.
We would call it Ingle Angle growing up.
Yes,
so
there's many names
There's so many
for
names
it.
for it, yeah.
Yeah.
No less challenging when you have to actually do it. So we lost at you.
My goodness, it's been years. But Essentially, it's you know how you get the how low can you go?
Go, yeah.
This is how high
opposite.
can you go.
100%.
So
Okay,
we
so
start-
show us,
Yeah.
for people who have never played this game before.
Okay.
Are the knees ready?
The knees are
Come on,
ready.
come on.
We've got
Okay.
extra stretch.
So
We
it's
are ready.
first, yeah. So
Yeah.
it's first you jump in, you jump out, and then you go to the other side. In again, out again.
Nice.
And then there's a cross section. So now there's a bit of a song that goes.
Yeah.
Waikro, Sila, there you go. Waikro,
Yo.
Sila,
And I'm on my face now.
And then the last part is you go in twice again. Qua, qua, Tuesday. Qua, 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 da, Tuesday.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
So a
then you
little bit
guys do
differently to how we played it. So I
Is it, yeah?
love this. And then do you go levels up?
Yes, so that was
you
Well,
do.
level one. Like,
can you do level 2?
then you
What's
go
level
to your
2?
knees.
Ooh.
Yeah, okay.
This is why the
Am I
legs.
continuing?
Come on.
Okay.
Is there
Here
a
we go.
world
Okay.
championship? Because I would imagine
They
South
should
African
be.
girls could throw down.
Girl.
They should be.
My poor little heart, as you do this, you don't understand.
And then you
Yeah.
finish.
We're not even done. We're going to go to level 3.
You need,
Never.
yeah,
We're
level.
testing
You don't
your
come here. She
ability.
came here to throw down. I think this is the whole reason why you came here.
Woo, you
Oh.
were both told. Okay.
Do you want
You just called me
No.
tall. That's
You're honestly
nice.
about half my height.
I
With
have
all
to
due
keep going.
respect, I
Come,
don't know
come,
how
come.
you're going to do this.
Yes. Yes,
Oh, my.
girl. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Come on.
how are you even doing this? Oh, you lick it.
This is good exercise.
Yes, I was going to
Wow.
ask. I think you must copyright. I don't know if you can copyright this as an exercise routine.
Goodness.
Well done.
Yeah.
The cardio
The cardio is real.
is so real on this one.
Did you test your jeans before doing this
I
morning?
did not test anything.
That was like the bravest thing anyone's ever done on this show.
Ever.
You just went out there. She like cooks like you.
I'm
like,
telling you, go
she dances
full
like
in.
you cook.
Go full in. Graham,
Yeah.
we're going to do rock, paper, scissors to see who does this.
Oh, no, you're gonna have to do it.
Rock,
I'm gonna-
paper, scissors, go. Rock, paper, scissors, go. Ah! Rock, paper, scissors, go. Yes. It's you. We'll start
Okay.
at the bottom. We'll start at the
Right.
bottom.
This is your
We'll start at the
opportunity
bottom.
now.
All right. So,
Right at the bottom.
Right,
okay,
that's
and then we
level
start.
Come
one.
on.
all
We're
right.
gonna go in.
So,
One step in.
one step in,
Other foot in. Out.
Out.
Out. Again. Yes. Yes. Out. Out. And now
Okay.
you got to go cross. Take
Now,
this one. put
take
it
this
over.
one across.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, and then?
Out.
Out the other side.
Other side.
Sure.
And then in.
Cross.
Whoa,
Yeah.
not a chance. Look at that. That actually feels like Michael Flatley, like sword dancing. Do you want to
That
give it a
was
try? Could
great.
you even in those heels?
I could
No.
try. You have to
good.
come stand
Could you?
here.
Could you when
Would
you
you,
were
could
back
you?
at school? Were you like the champion of
No,
it?
listen.
She looks like a champion. Let's make hers a bit higher.
She's got
No,
the tiger's
with your
eye.
heels.
See, but this is what I want to
You're
warn you about
listening
my intrepid colleague here. There's nothing that she won't try or
Okay,
do.
so we're going in. In.
Yes.
Out. Both sides. Okay. It's the heels for me.
Oh my word!
And then the other one.
I think we've established I can't cross the hemispheres of my brain. You're
And then we go in again.
amazing.
Yes.
There is nothing she can't do.
Come on, everybody.
Rafila, you
Wow.
are a legend in your own lifetime. I love the fact that you, like me, carry the youthful exuberance. I think you've found your perfect lane here, but to see you become so successful at what you do, living this passion and purpose, just amazing.
Thank you
thank
so
you, thank you. Well
much.
done.
Thank you.
Do you keep this? Is this one from school? Do you keep this the whole time?
I think I will now.
We're going to be getting back into
Yeah.
the kitchen in just a moment, having a whole lot of fun. You are going to go back to your life. How
Yeah,
can
go to
people
schools, yeah.
connect with you? What is the best way if they want a little bit of this energy in their space?
So I think find me on social media, Refilwe Moahludi, or refilwemoahludi.com is my website, and everything's there.
And get reading. Just get reading. Introduce your children to these amazing stories, these characters. Their life will be richer. Absolutely love it. We got a little taste of the street party, and I would imagine there's going to be a few of those today. 22 incredible books to journey through. Oh, I absolutely love this for the South African child. Well, for all children. We love you,
Yes,
girl.
thank you so
Thank you,
much.
thank you. All right, let's get back
Thank
to work.
you.
Into the kitchen we go.
And just like that, we're in the kitchen to get our reward for the exercise we just put ourselves through. But congratulations once again to Refilwe. Please get yourselves those books, okay? It is incredible. Rory Sang and Morena. Right now, there's a specific magic. When whole spices hit hot oil in winter, just that aroma in your house alone will set you on the right path. Now, today we're tapping into that feeling with a dish designed to fuel your body and definitely wake up your palate. Now, I'm talking about a rich, aromatic potato curry. Yes, you heard me right. It's an effortless plant-based classic packed with so many robust, warmthy flavors and a velvety tomato gravy. So we're going to get into our comfort favorite with so many delicious things going on. Already on this side, we're sauteing some delicious curry leaves as well as our onions, just getting together. That is absolutely gorgeous. And then we've got a bunch of spices to get into. Nothing much, just some garlic that we'll start with. And as soon as Graham comes in,
I can smell the garlic.
I will try to identify if that is parsley or coriander.
Definitely coriander. I can even smell it from here. That's ridiculous.
I was trying to hide it before you got here.
We've got ground cumin seeds. This is some heady spices going on here. I absolutely love it. And we've got our favorite green chili.
So good.
I'm putting green chili in everything now.
As you
I think
should.
yeah, because it's super, super healthy. But I like the idea of a food that burns calories as you eat
As
it.
you're chewing.
Absolutely delicious.
So we've got our aromatics in, ginger, garlic, some cumin seeds, as well as a delicious onion that's been cut to perfection.
And I
go in.
love the fact that you kind of bathe everything. You saute it first to get the flavors into the oil.
Exactly.
And that's-
Speaking about spices and oil, Graham, tell us more.
I think what you have just put in there, turmeric, how do you say it?
I say turmeric.
Turmeric.
Yeah, but you can
Like a
say
bit
turmeric. But we say
judgy like that, like turmeric.
you can say turmeric.
No, you can say it however you want because it is so healthy. It is so anti-inflammatory.
So
you
good
do
for
not
you.
understand. And I think the efficacy of things like this, like ginger, we forget about it, but that's generally what they have taken the derivative of to give us the anti-inflammatory in the first place.
And then we're going to go in with some Kashmiri spices as well. I'm going to chuck that in, some nice, delicious flavor when it comes to curry. You can already smell the entire studio is incredible. Hey? And the oil and the
amazing.
spices just coming together. You've got to cook them before you cook them.
Oh, no, 100%. You've got to you like toast off the spices.
You already
And
know.
You go to all this kind of effort to get the right, beautiful spice blend. Maybe you've gone to that shop that you know does it just the way you like it. Then honor that, man. Absolutely honor it.
All right, we'll go in tomato first.
And then we've got our, presumably we're working with a veggie stock. But
Yeah, this is a
rock and roll.
veggie recipe. Why not? And this is the tomato gravy that will really bring it together. You see, in our households, we'll add chicken.
Okay.
But for now, it's just a potato curry. You can serve it with rice, or you can serve it with maybe like a naan or like a roti. But
Yesterday we were talking about the carb on carb
carb on carb
It's
is
perfectly
allowed.
fine, you know.
potatoes first.
Potatoes in, and then we're going to finish it off with the stock.
Yeah, exactly.
And I like the fact that we've gone quite small with our potato cubes, so it's not going to take an age to
long.
cook. But potato is great for a curry, and we can joke about it in the veggie line, but there's a reason why we use it, in the sense it soaks up flavor, it's
Flavor
robust.
absorption, yes.
You're going to get a lot of nutrient value out of it. It's got great energy in it. It is a great food source.
And you could use sweet potato if you wanted.
Oh, completely. It's going to take a meal that was for one and turn it into a meal for two. Simple as
Absolutely,
that.
and that's what we want to do. Okay, so finish
now
it
a
off
bit of stock.
with some stock, just to allow it to cook, because that will take, I don't know, I would say about
and
15 to 20.
There's going to be a point where you and I are going to just be able to smell those spices and go, okay, it's ready to add the
It's
stock
ready.
now. We'll get there, I know. But it's
Bit of
quite
a
a
low
thing. You've got to be
heat.
brave to play around with big, bold flavors like that, but the curries allow you to do that.
Exactly.
So get brave when you're making a curry. What's the worst thing that can happen? You need a glass of milk afterwards. I don't
That's
know.
it.
You'll be okay. You'll be okay. But this is a chance to get creative, push the boat out a little bit, as I always say, and maybe discover something absolutely new and wonderful.
Spoons for us to taste.
Oh,
I'll
and
go
that
ahead.
looks proper, eh?
All right. QR code on your screen right now. We will tell you, in fact, whether or not you should scan it in 3,
Okay,
2,
we add a little
1.
bit of lemon zest before the finished process,
Of
but
course.
see, now I'm just like you. I'm like looking for the piece of beef to take, and that's terrible. That's terrible. I'm sorry, curry, to judge you like that.
10 out of 10.
spicy. And not like chili spicy.
Flavor spicy.
There's a lot going on there. It lands
Oh.
at the back of your mouth. It's got a lot of heat, actually.
I like that.
Wow, this
That's
is a
gonna
great
cure
curry. Oh.
any winter bad things that might
So
happen
this is the
to
curse
you.
of my life. I immediately start perspiring. It's the second I taste or smell the chili, but I love it so much, man. And this is just the way that the universe balances itself out. Absolutely delicious. Scan the QR code. Create, and if your head sweats like mine, please, we want to see videos or a picture. Absolutely delicious. My mouth is watering so much I can't talk.
Because you need another bite. Do exactly as Graham said. Scan that QR code.
Yum.
Make this for dinner tonight. It'll take you 15 to 20 minutes, and we'll see you straight after this break. It is really good.
I think I had a whole...
Only you can make my day. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Thankfully, the sweats I have right now, not from the winter chills. I had chili just before the break, deliciously slow, but no escaping it. Winter has officially arrived, and so has flu season, and that season seems to be getting bigger and bigger. I think while many South Africans brush off symptoms as just a cold, flu can leave you feeling completely wiped out. It can impact your ability to work, to study, to parent, to keep up with everyday life. Well, Brent Sinhidge is here to help us understand the signs of flu, how it differs from a cold, and why early treatment really does matter. Are you healthy? Are you happy? Are you okay in flu season? How do you deal with it if you get sick over this time?
So yeah, we've had a flu going through the family already, and luckily my wife is also a pharmacist. So yeah, we manage.
By design, I love that. So I can joke about it, but I think I've had one of those weeks where I just ignored the fact that I was getting sick because my family was sick and I had to work and I could have been a bit more conscious of where I was. Colds and flu, how do you approach them? Actually, let's ask from a pharmacist's perspective how you would typify the two.
So you can think of it as, so both are respiratory illnesses. Both are going to affect, everything from your nose to your chest, your throat, all of that. But the difference and the way you can differentiate them is to the onset and the severity. So let's think of it like a drizzle that's coming on, and then a sudden hurricane. So those are our two things we're thinking about.
And
here.
anyone who's going through that right now is like, I've got the southern
You've
hurricane.
got the hurricane. So your cold is that drizzle that's sneaking up on you, much milder symptoms, just a bit of a runny nose, congestion, sore throat. But then on your other hand, you've got the hurricane that comes without warning, and that's the flu. It's hits you hard, it gives you the body pains, it gives you the chills, it gives you very bad congestion, and then that sort of exhaustion where you just feel like you can't anymore.
And there's a reason, because your body is fighting. There's a lot of energy going into spaces that you aren't conscious of when you're going through this. this says to me that we've got to be proactive going into flu season. We call it flu season so that we can be proactive about flu season. So what does that need to look like? And why is it so important? Early treatment. Get on that ship as quickly as possible.
So when flu hits, it hits hard. And as you said, it really does impact your life, and it makes it difficult to work, to study, and just to carry on with everyday life. So,
Especially if you have young kids.
Yes. So that early treatment isn't really just about comfort. It's there to help your body rest so that your immune system can do the work that it needs to do. And early treatment is also good because it does two things. It's going to limit the duration of your illness, but it's also going to prevent those secondary infections that could occur, like bronchitis, pneumonia. And if those get too bad, you could end up needing hospitalization.
That's the problem. Once the immune system's weakened, there's a queue now. All the nasties are lining up. Hey, glandular fever from 2027. Oh, yeah, everybody has it. So we are, a lot of the time, not needing to cure. The body is what's curing. We need something that helps us do that. And I absolutely love the sound of one-day flu cure, where it gives your body just that gap to be able to do something. How do over-the-counters? Because I think we often think, okay, if I'm really sick, I need a doctor, I need this, I need this. No, let me just survive. You can go into your pharmacist right now and get the help you need. What do you ask for, and what does over-the-counter do in this space?
It's 100%. Pharmacists are there to help you with these everyday illnesses and stuff. And when it comes to the flu, there isn't a magical one cure one size fits all, you know. So you need to be able to give your body that help to rest so that your immune system can do the heavy lifting.
Just go and smash, yeah.
So these over-the-counter products that we can offer and give to you over-the-counter, it's really just a symptomatic treatment. It's there to help your body rest and make you a little bit more comfortable so that you can do the two main things that really do help when it comes to getting better, and that's rest and hydrate. So you got to remember that these over-the-counter remedies are they're just a bridge. They're not the finish line. They're going to make you feel better, but you still need to take it easy. You got to get into bed.
You still got to look after yourself. It's not a get-out-of-jail-free card, yes, yeah, where you can just go on abusing yourself. But we haven't spoken about man flu, okay, because I know that's the most drastic of all forms of flu. There is no cure, okay? You just got to toughen up. It's the only way. I absolutely love that. Have you seen a massive ramp up this season? It feels like within my own family and the schools and our ecosystem that there has been a significant ramp up, and not just with flu. How are you feeling about flu season this year?
So definitely, when the temperature drops, we tend to want to spend more time indoors, close the windows, close the doors, you know, you want to stay warm. And coupled together with the fact that we're in close proximity to people, we are just helping that virus spread even more. And then you've got the cold, dry air in the environment, and that's just helping the flu virus actually last longer, survive longer in the environment, on surfaces, in the air, and that's why it's so easy for it to spread and to be active in your environment.
Everyone's looking for aliens. We've got microscopic aliens fighting for this planet with us right now. No, I love the fact that, yes, we have got someone in our corner whenever we need it. Your pharmacist is there to answer these sorts of questions. They understand. They're probably going through these gateways in their own lives. They get it. And if we can just feel a little bit better so the body can do the fighting, that's what I'm after. Thank you so much. Stay healthy, my friend,
Same
for
to
the
you.
whole of winter, please.
Thank you.
Not feeling yourself? Fight back with One Day Flu Cure, packed with cinnamon power to blast flu symptoms fast, so you can power through your day.
Exactly. If flu is slowing you down, it is time to bring the heat with One Day Flu Cure. Packed with cinnamon power, it helps to tackle a blocked nose, those body aches and the mild fever so that you can get back to your day feeling like yourself again. No time to pause life? Well, then power through it with One Day Flu Cure from Aspen. And of course, we're going to add some added energy to that. The best part, 20 of you lucky viewers right now stand a chance to win a 1,000 Rand prize in cash. And all you have to do is head over to the Aspen Cough and Cold Squad Facebook page. Some really cool info there as well. But you can enter the competition there. The One Day Flu Cure, blast the flu and keep it moving.
Not feeling yourself? Fight back with One Day Flu Cure, packed with cinnamon power to blast flu symptoms fast, so you can power through your day.
Well, it's just moments before we hit 7 o'clock. Let's delve straight into your national news headlines, where two Mozambican nationals, aged 32 and 33, have been arrested in Mozambique in connection with the murder of a Mossel Bay couple whose bodies were found in the Kruger National Park. Now, the breakthrough followed investigations between SAPS, Mozambican authorities, and Sandparks after the victim's stolen vehicle was recovered in Chokwe. The suspects are due to appear in Maputo on charges of both murder and hijacking. Now, the Minister of Forestry, Fisheries and Environment, Willie Okamp, says an extradition process has begun to bring the suspects to South Africa to stand trial. In other news, in South Africa, disaster management teams in the Garden Route have begun evacuating residents as a precaution as severe storms batter parts of the district, while in the Nelson Mandela Bay Metro, temporary accommodation is ready for residents whose homes may be affected. Now, this comes as the South African Weather Service has issued orange level 8 warnings for parts of the region, forecasting up to 200 millimeters of rain in George, Knysna, Batoa and Oudtshoorn. Authorities warn that saturated ground, full dams and swollen rivers could trigger flooding similar to last month's deadly events. In your international news making headlines now, an Iranian drone strikes on Kuwait International Airport. One person has been killed and more than 60 others injured in a major escalation of regional tensions. Now, Kuwait's defense ministry described the attack as, quote, criminal Iranian aggression, end quote, while Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps claimed responsibility, saying it was retaliation for U.S. strikes on Iranian assets and Gulf bases. Now, the victim was identified as an Indian national, with New Delhi condemning the attack and calling for an immediate halt to hostilities. Meanwhile, in news on the continent, Zimbabwe has been elected as a non-permanent member of the United Nations Security Council for a 2-year term beginning in January 2027. Now, the Southern African nation secured the seat allocated to the African group and will replace Somalia. Zimbabwe joins fellow African countries, the Democratic Republic of the Congo and Liberia, which are already serving on the council until the end of 2027. Now, the election ensures Africa maintains 3 of the council's 10 rotating seats, strengthening the continent's voice on international peace and security matters. Let's close off here, where we're enjoying the French Open. Being a big tennis fan, and while leading almost 1.5 billion Catholics worldwide, Pope Leo in particular still finds time to serve up a few tennis shots each week. Now, the 70-year-old pontiff has embraced sports as part of a balanced life, regularly playing tennis, swimming and horseback riding during breaks from his demanding schedule. Now, his passion for physical activity reflects the teachings of St. Augustine, whose values encourage healthy habits and spiritual growth. Pope Leo recently promoted sports as a bridge between cultures and a pathway to peace, respect and personal development. Now, Pope Leo is proving that leadership is not only about strength of mind and spirit, but also about keeping active and enjoying life's simple pleasures. That's where we leave your 7 o'clock news. We'll see what's happening again at 8. For now, let's get the latest in sports. Here's Graham.
Oh man, who thought we'd get this excited about the promotional playoffs? But they are giving us such a narrative. Milford FC moved to the top of the PSL promotion playoff yesterday. That was, or at least the table, following their dramatic 1-0 victory over Magesi FC last night. And it was substitute Kanyasani Radebe who came on in the 88th minute, struck deep in stoppage time to hand Milford all 3 points critically. So Milford will be in action again Saturday afternoon as Cape Town City FC could spoil the party, but then the two teams will meet again in what presumably will be the decider. Thrilling stuff. Now we've got another thrilling decider on the way. Well, just 7 days away, in fact, until the start of the FIFA World Cup. National teams showing their form, continuing their preparations with a series of great international friendlies this week. So Algeria last night edged out the Netherlands 1-0, thanks to a late winner from Anis Haj Musa there. Then Nigeria and Poland showed some good form, playing out to a very entertaining 2-2 draw. Elsewhere, Italy fired some shots, claiming a narrow 1-0 victory over Luxembourg. Now let's get into the tail of the tape of rugby, and this doesn't come as a major surprise. South African players dominating the United Rugby Championship Dream Team of the season. We've had some dream performances this season, of course headlined by top point scorer Sasha Feinberg and Ngomazulu, top try scorer Evan Roos. We got to see him do one last weekend. 8 of the 15 positions, in fact, available are held by South Africans. The Bulls and Stormers, well, they're going to have to reinforce that as they play in the URC semi-finals this Saturday. Of course, fighting for their place in that final. Well, many have lost the opportunity to fight for their place in the final of Roland Garros. This has been one for the books. Another big gun has fallen. World number 1 and tournament favourite Aryna Sabalenka suffered her shock French Open quarterfinal defeat yesterday. And that was at the hands of Diana Schneider. Schneider producing a remarkable comeback from a set and 2 breaks down to reach her first Grand Slam semi-final. Incredible moment. And she joins Polish qualifier Maja Kwalinska in the last 4. A new name to wrap our mouths around, but remember that name. She is making her mark. And of course, Italian Flavio Cobolli also booking his place in the men's semi-finals. Like I said, one for the history books, or at least new history being made. That's where we leave our sport for now. Let's get out on the road, see if there's anything on the traffic front to report on. We start in Durban. In fact, at Cato Ridge, there's an accident reported on the N3 northbound after the ramp to Cliffdale interchange. The left shoulder very much affected. Motorists urged to proceed with caution. Just stay safe out there and look after each other if you are in areas especially affected by weather. Let's get into that weather on your Thursday. And we start our journey up north in Polokwane. Your Thursday kicks off under mostly sunny skies. Temperatures rising from a low of 8 degrees to a balmy 26 today. And is it going to stay like that going into the weekend? Hopefully so. Warm, sunny conditions expected in the coming days. Your temperatures, in fact, staying in the low to mid-20s throughout. It's going to be a great weekend. Klerksdorp, you're next, and you've got a 60% chance of rain today, unfortunately, and cloudy skies above. Temps ranging between 3 and 17 degrees as a result. Tomorrow, clouds will gradually ease before the weekend. Temperatures ranging between 1 and 13 degrees as we move into the weekend. Then Pretoria, you're up next as we look up to mostly cloudy skies, and we'll feel a moderate northerly wind as well today. Temperatures ranging between a low of 4 and a nice 20 degrees as your high. As we move closer to the weekend, expect sunny skies with daytime highs moving between 3 degrees and 21. And we kind of stay in the lower 20s for the next week or so. Joburg, you've got mostly overcast conditions expected today and a wind speed of around 29 kilometers an hour to be aware of. Temperatures will start from a freezing 2 degrees, rising to only 15 for your Thursday. And in the days ahead, sunny skies returning and some mild temperatures, let's say, for the next 7 days. Umbombela, your day will be brightened by mostly sunny skies today, so soak it up. Your temperatures start at a cool 11 degrees, going up to a beautiful 24. And then over the next few days, more sunny skies above, some lingering cloud cover, but your temperature range between 8 and 22 degrees as we welcome in the weekend. Bloemfontein, good morning to you as well. Today you're going to look up to partly cloudy skies and there is a 65% chance of rain. So get the umbrellas ready. Temperatures will rise from a low of 4 to only 13 degrees because of that inclement weather. Mainly cloudy conditions dominating, with those temperatures dropping way down, -1 degrees, in fact, for almost the entire week. Richards Bay, you're our next stop this morning. Good morning to you. Partly cloudy skies dominating your day. Rain moving in at a 45% chance, in fact. Temperatures ranging between a cool 15 and a warm 27 once the weather clears. And over the weekend, a bit of cloud cover mixed with some sunny skies, and 13 and 23 your temperature range. Down to our playground we go. Oh, not feeling so playful this morning. Grey skies above today, but it doesn't stop the temperatures from climbing, ranging between 13 and 24 degrees for your Thursday. And then moving into the weekend, some lingering clouds, temperatures between 12 and 23 tomorrow and Saturday. Tata, you have to brace for some thunderstorms developing this afternoon. 85% of your day will be underwater. Temperatures climbing from a brisk 8 to 18 degrees today because of that inclement weather. And then we're going to see more rain tomorrow. Looking ahead, some sunny skies, but a 75% chance of rain tomorrow. Kuba, formerly known as Craddock, you're our next stop, where we find cloudy conditions expected today and then definitely afternoon rain on the cards, 70% chance as temperatures move between a crisp 7 and only 13 today. And then cloudy and humid conditions are persisting. Tomorrow's temperatures stuck between 2 and 13 degrees and more rain on the way. Kogompo City, formerly East London, you're going to start your day under partly cloudy skies and rain expected at 40% today. Temperatures sitting between a low of 13 and a high of 20. Then tomorrow, more clouds and more rain, a 60% chance of rain as we move into the weekend. Wet today on the cards for you. 95% of your day is going to be soaked. In fact, temperatures moving between a low of 13 and a high of 17 degrees. Then a low of 10 and a high of 17 expected tomorrow as well. Our showers at 40%. And then it starts to clear as we shift through the weekend. Gorgeous George, well, 100% soaked is what you are today. Rain at 100% as our temperatures bounce between 11 and only 14 degrees today. And as we look ahead, cloudy and rainy conditions are going to persist into tomorrow. 35% chance of rain. And we are, of course, tracking these areas for any noticeable change. As we move to the mother city, cloud cover is persisting and a definitely noticeable, let's call it, wind, 34 kilometers an hour. Temperatures ranging between 10 and 17 degrees as a result. And over the coming days, mixed conditions. Temperature highs moving between 17 and 18 degrees throughout, rain kicking in as we shift into the new week. Sutherland, scattered thunderstorms on the cards for you today, 55% chance of rain. Temperatures ranging between a freezing 0 and 7 degrees today. Apologies for that. Tomorrow going into the weekend, expect mainly partly sunny skies. Your temperatures only peaking at 14 degrees come Sunday. It's going to be a chilly week ahead. Kimberly, good morning to you. You've got a sunny sky above you and a light westerly wind just to add to the flavor. Temperatures rising from a cold 4 to only 14 degrees today. And then cloudy and sunny spells will alternate over the coming days. Your temperature highs in the mid-teens throughout. Up east, our final stop. Good morning to you as well. Partly cloudy skies setting the tone for your day and hopefully not the weekend. Temperatures start at 3, going up to only 15 degrees. But in the days ahead, the weekend looking a little bit better. We start to shift gears tomorrow. Sunny skies, some lingering clouds, temperatures peaking in the mid-teens to low 20s as we move into the new week. So we are getting into another beautiful sunrise picture because we just love to see how you guys wake up. This one coming from Gonubi in slummy. Leroy Sneyman sent this one in. 18 degrees is your high today. It does look a little chilly out there, to be honest. I know this is early bird stuff here, but that is beautiful. Again, just showing the promise and the hope of a new day. Hey, all bets are off. The slate is clear. You can go out there and do anything you want. By that, I mean you can even just get straight back into bed as long as you've sent through a sunrise photo. We just want to have proof of life. 063-036-9649. If you think you can do better, well, prove it, and we might just show yours before 8. And I would imagine Joburg's got a beautiful sunrise, or maybe we've left that in the train station behind us, but still lots of energy up in Jersey. My friend, what's coming up?
Now that we know kwenzeka ntoni ngesimo sezulu, it's time to forecast what to expect on the show. Listen, after the break, we get into a very, very important conversation talking about how South African girls are using newspapers instead of sanitary pads, which is a very, very profound conversation to have. So make sure to stick around for all of that. But on a lighter note, we do have someone who's no stranger to the Expresso stage, the oh so talented Jenny Bay, here not for one, but 2 incredible performances. All of this magic and so much more shortly after this.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel good breakfast show.
And we're back. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso, live and in charge right here on S3. Now, earlier on, we put out a question to you. We want you to bring us into your world, into your life. On social media, we said, good morning, everybody. Let us in on, which teacher, rather, who has inspired you to become the person that you are right now, all in the name of Youth Month. And we have received such heartwarming responses from you. This one says, good morning, Expresso. The teacher who changed my life was my grade 7 teacher. They believed in me when I doubted myself and always encouraged me to do my best. Their kindness, patience, and support gave me confidence that still helps me today. Teachers really do help shape our future. Hashtag Expresso Show. I 100% have to agree with you on that one. This one comes from DC Class. It says, morning Expresso. I'll never forget my teacher who taught me that mistakes are part of learning. They always motivated us to keep trying and never give up. That lesson has stayed with me throughout my entire life. Truly a beautiful, beautiful lesson at a young age and to carry throughout your entire life. And finally, this one comes from Sahawi Lion. Sahawi says, good morning. My English teacher is the one that made a difference in my entire life, and I was just in grade 7. He made me see what education is, and now I'm a social worker and a proud one who has helped thousands of children across the country. 100% inspirational. Thank you so much for sharing these stories with us on social media. It truly shows that, passion when it comes to the youth is important because these lessons stick with us throughout, the duration of our lives. Don't forget to continue the conversation under the hashtag Expresso Show. How inspiring are those stories, guys?
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So first of all, I'm remembering all of the amazing teachers that I've had. I owe you so much. And I'm so sorry that I was so challenging to teach in those spaces. But no, what's really got my blood pumping right now is the conversation that we're about to enter into. I don't know how to feel about this. Actually.
Honestly, it's a big one too across the whole nation and beyond as South Africa marks Youth Month. We're also bringing attention into period poverty as it remains such a major barrier to education and also opportunity for millions of girls across the country. Now, many are still forced to actually use newspapers and other unsafe alternatives during their periods. So let's just take a moment to let that sink in.
There's going to be a lot of sink-in moments right here because none of this should be allowed to happen in this country. Simple as that. Joining us now is Marius Basson, co-founder and operations director of the unbelievable Menstruation Foundation, as well as ambassador for the Menstruation Foundation, Janine Binneman, to discuss the reality of period poverty and the solutions needed to restore dignity and to ultimately stop girls from losing an entire year of their schooling over the year of their school career. That's just unacceptable.
Absolutely unacceptable, which is why things like this absolutely matter. I was just telling you guys that I've seen it all over my social media. It has been,
isn't it just brilliant?
Taking the country by storm. Such an impactful and effective way to get the message across. I mean, look at that. And we'll definitely delve into this campaign in a bit. But let's talk about period poverty for a moment, because we say, the youth are the future. But when it comes to period poverty and the realities, exactly, it completely undermines this. So can we talk about the realities, and especially since it's unaffordable for many young women to afford sanitary products? What's going on?
Yeah, look, I mean, that's why we started the foundation, Sue and myself, when we actually saw how big period poverty a problem is, not just in South Africa, but all over the world. Period poverty is everywhere. And for something as beautiful as the menstrual cycle where we all come from, that is absolutely shocking. So just in South Africa, 22 million females on their menstrual cycle. Out of that, 8 million can't afford it, and 4 million is in the school and education sector. That loses every month 4 to 5 days of that.
Wow.
Absolutely shocking, yeah.
And this feels like, and I'm going to grossly oversimplify, but it feels like we should just be getting one thing right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. There is a massive supply. There are companies that are big enough to manage that cost flow within their own matrix. Yeah. Offset it, give them for free, get your tax break.
Condoms are for free. and that's a choice.
100%.
So
That's a choice, and this isn't. And we all come from the menstrual cycle. It's not a choice. It's something that happens, and it's something that should be celebrated.
Yeah.
And if we don't have the basics of having free sanitary pads, our girls are not getting educated. Let that sink in. 5 days a month.
So let's frame it like this. So I could be having this conversation with my daughter, with my wife, with my mother, my sister. I come from a girl family, and I celebrate that for the soft side of life that has introduced me to. So I could be having this conversation with them, or I could be a young girl asking, how many sheets of newspaper will I need for it to be effective so that I don't have potentially one of the worst moments of my young life? I mean, how does this, and I know you're chuckling because you work and you live in this space, but what line do we have to cross for this to sink in that it's our daughter, our wife,
Our mother.
our mother? When does this, and I'm sorry that I'm getting so incensed, but it's when you see it in black and white and red.
But I think this is why this campaign works so well. It is visual. You see it, it lands. It lands differently.
can we talk about the campaign for a second? Because, of course, many people still buy newspapers, and so it's in your face as you're reading about the latest news. But why did you choose this method? So we're saying that as an alternative, many young girls are using newspapers during their menstrual cycle every single month and other unsafe products, right? So you're addressing the problem head on.
So look, you'll see with me and Siv what we always do. I mean, blood is red, you know, and we've always been on that. You know, if you see a ad about sanitary products, the blood is green or blue.
Yeah.
And women are avatars all of a sudden. You can watch a rugby game and there's blood everywhere, and that's okay, but not when it comes to the menstrual cycle blood. So with this campaign with Joe Public, it actually shows exactly what it is, that women use as a thing like a newspaper, clothing, all of that, 5 days a month. For what? For something as amazing as a menstrual cycle. You know, when you go and do these interviews with the girls where they go like, I literally had no options than either not go to class or go to school or go to sport or whatever the opportunity was, or use something like a newspaper.
And I think we forget that connection to school, if you're working with a lot of communities where there is a huge trauma load, there isn't much support coming up and down, unfortunately, because of the way the community has been hit. So that connection within schools, within my peers, is the most important thing. Am I oversimplifying the problem here? Because it feels like you guys, again, have created a plug-and-play opportunity for branding, for associate branding, So what is the win here? Is it just bigger donations to do more of what you do?
Graham, a big thing, end of the day, is that's why we came up with that sanitary pad dispensing machine project as well, where it needs to be in a dignified, sustainable manner. You know, you can't give a woman once off, because what happens next month and next month?
And it's not a handout.
Graham, on that as well, 60 Rand a year gives a woman free access for a whole year, for 12 months of the year. The other interesting fact, of the 14 million women in South Africa that can afford it, pay R2.50 a month. There's no period poverty in this country. We won't even be needed.
$2.50 a month.
And I'm, even as you're saying this, there are products out there that are you can buy in bulk that you are cheap. And I mean, we talk about it all the time. I'm not going to be branding anyone right now, but kudos to those that are stepping out there and doing it.
Sure.
Must be just affordable. Just on that as well, you know, when it comes to the period poverty, people don't realize it's actually 9 out of the 13 humanity pillars is period poverty. It's not just about access to that. It's direct to child trafficking, to raping. Because they're on their cycle, they're vulnerable at home. They know exactly where they are, what's happening.
Puts them in,
It's a greater problem. And now that, Maurice, you've also mentioned dignity. I mean, at the end of the day, for a young girl and even for an older woman, that's what you're trying to restore. It's not just about, okay, here's a product, but you're trying to make sure it's a safe space for them to be able to operate and move in. So when we look at government, businesses, communities, what should they be doing?
That's the thing we always say is like, look, we as Men's Rights Foundation, yes, everybody go, you do amazing work. It's a tip of the iceberg. We can't do it on our own. But if we, government, corporate, retail, everybody stands together, we can eliminate period poverty in this country 2 to 3 years. I mean, it's not that difficult. We need to stand together and realize that this is a big problem and it's something that can be fixed. And it's something that where the product must be high quality, it must be available every month, and we can all do it if we stand together.
Because, you know, we joke about gateways and how once you move a gateway, but you have an opportunity to tell a young South African girl what they are worth.
Absolutely.
Through this.
And take away the stigma. Take away the stigma of bleeding. I mean, I think this is why this is so incredibly
called
powerful.
lifeblood.
Because this is what every single woman who has ever had her period has lived with.
Absolutely.
And for the first time, it actually gives me goosebumps. I'm seeing it in a newspaper.
Exactly.
And it's taking the shame away. Why is there shame connected to something that is the reason why we all exist?
So natural.
Because someone could make more money out of it that way, and our industry is a part of perpetrating these notions, so we all have a role to play. But this kind of feels more than being a corporate job or a professional role. I'm a dad, I'm a brother, I'm a son. We have a job to do, guys. Simple as that.
Absolutely. So we'll keep all of those details across our social media. So you can also step up and see exactly how you can respond to this. 250 to 60 Rand. That's the little contribution that you can make to
Put
make
these newspapers
such a
everywhere.
difference. Everywhere you see, grab it and make sure that the word gets spread. Let's reframe how we think about menstruation.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
And we are back right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show, Expresso. If you are a lover of music, sit back and relax because we have got you. If you are a fan of authentic, genre-bending South African pop, well, you are in for a real treat this morning. We are sitting down with the multi-talented singer, songwriter, Janie Bay. Known for her emotive storytelling and soul-stirring vocals, she has just dropped her highly anticipated new music, including the deeply personal breakout track, Nevermind, and her latest release, Hold It Against Me, with Canadian singer-songwriter Billy Ruffle. Everybody, please give her a feel-good welcome to Expresso.
Thank you.
Janie, first things first, you are looking good. The last time you were here was 8 years ago. Tell us about your outfits.
Oh, yeah. So I wore this top 8 years ago on the show in the Cape Town studio. So I thought it's just a little nice memoir almost 100%. To bring it back.
Listen, you are fine, girl. If that was 8 years ago.
You.
Thank you so much for joining us again. I mean, full circle moments are special, especially because now you're coming back with new music. Yeah. Your sound has evolved since 8 years ago, right?
Yeah.
How have you maintained that level of authenticity with your music?
Well, it's just always important to me to do what my gut tells me. So I don't, if I feel something doesn't feel right for me, I don't do it. So it just depends on the song and the release. I don't necessarily want to put myself in a box and say I'm just this type of artist or this type of artist. For me, it depends on the song. It's maybe not always the best thing to do because people like boxes, but it's given me the chance to explore within music.
I mean, that's a beautiful response, though, right? Because every process is unique to the individual, which brings me to my next question to ask if your process of music making has changed over the years. If that's the case, what would you note as the most standout part of the change in your process?
I think the most important thing is just the experience that you get. So obviously you learn how to write that in a way that works for you. And I think the processes hasn't changed that much in the sense that now I write on a guitar more, or I write like on my software at home more. It just depends on the song. Sometimes I come up with the lyrics first. Sometimes I only have the music and the melodies, and I might get bits and pieces as I go about my day. That's something that happens quite often, is when you do nothing, when you do something mundane like washing the dishes, then something might come to you because you've got time to you can't really do anything else. So so it just depends on the song and what I'm going through and that sort of thing.
It's all about where you are in that moment.
Yes.
Which is important, right? Because you have to be really in tune with your feeling, in tune with whatever's happening around you, and just being present.
Yeah, especially because I enjoy to write from experiences and maybe from other people's experiences. And so there's quite a bit of depth in my lyrics.
Beautiful, beautiful. Now, you are on a super run with new releases. Can you tell us all about, you know, where you are right now with this process?
So I've always, well, not always, but for a long time, I've released music both in Afrikaans and English. I think it's more standard to just do one or the other, but I've always wanted to be able to kind of keep my dreams bigger. And that's helped me to also secure this international collaboration with Billy Rafful. We became friends online like 2020, and we spoke about doing a duet, and he had a song that he already written a little bit but then we carried on writing, and it's you know, this is the world has become smaller, but it's quite a major thing to be able to say that you can release a song with one of your favorite artists who's on the other side of the world. So that's something that's been very special to me. But also there'll be more, there'll be another Afrikaans collaboration a bit later in the next few months, and another English song. So I just like to be able to do what comes naturally. You know, sometimes the English lyrics comes up, sometimes the Afrikaans lyrics comes up.
I mean, congratulations on this collaboration with Billy Rafful.
Thank you.
An international collaboration, long distance collaboration.
Yes, yes.
What was that process like? Walk us through that.
Yeah, it was very remote, like where we were at the time, because it was still 2021 when we recorded the song, and that was obviously also still a bit
shortly after lockdown.
Yeah, so it was still like, we obviously can't get together and we're so far apart. And so it was actually, the production was done here in South Africa. And we sent files over to him, and he recorded that side and sent over, and the song was kind of worked until we were all happy. But now it's 2026 and we were only able to release the song now. And sometimes it just works out like that schedules are not the same, and obviously you have to wait until everybody's ready, and then the time has finally come.
The time has finally come, and we are all going to experience it right here on Expresso. Hold It Against Me. What is the meaning behind the song?
Yeah, I actually haven't been able to really talk about this yet. So it's almost like a little bit of a desperation in being in love. The wording that we've chosen is just a little bit more like almost infatuation, that beginning stages, but you feel like you have hope for this relationship to become something more, because you really, really enjoy and spending time with this person.
Oh, you have touched a very, very sensitive spot in my heart, because I'm sure everyone everyone can relate to that, right?
Yeah, I
when
think
it
most
comes
people
to love.
have been infatuated, or when you've like in love and you just almost feel a bit crazy. So it's almost like that. Yeah.
Or even also when things just end abruptly without that element of closure, right?
Yeah, that's also not nice.
It's not nice at all. Now, before we let you know, prepare for the first performance this morning, on social media, we're talking about teachers that have inspired us to become the people that we are, right?
Yeah.
Who would you say is the one teacher that has changed your life?
Oh, I love this actually. His name is Meneer Lategaan. Meneer Lategaan. I actually went to visit him the other day for the first time in years. He's a principal now in Paarl at the primary school in Cape Town, and I just felt like we just started talking about him. I was like, the thing that he did for me in primary school was to kind of tell me, just do you, just be who you are, because I am a little bit of a weirdo and I'm different, and so that always felt weird to me as a kid, and so it always stood out in my mind that he was actually the one teacher that just didn't make me feel like I had to be like everybody else. Shout out
To you. I love that. And we love different, right?
Yeah.
And you're different, and your uniqueness is expressed through your beautiful music. So we really, really want to thank all the teachers who have inspired our superstars to become the people that they are. Janie, you also inspire everyone with your music. We cannot wait to see you shine bright on the Expresso stage.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
The good news is that we still have her around, everybody, for an exciting quick fire game a little later on. We truly cannot wait. But right now, though, we change gears and head down to Cape Town. What's happening, team?
What a beautiful conversation. I love that teachers are on the forefront of just letting us know that it's okay to be yourself. Now, speaking about teachers and schooling, we know that when it comes to our matric ball year, it is a huge success for many people. But across South Africa, some women in particular can't afford to dress beautifully when it comes to their matric dresses, and unfortunately step out of a milestone celebration. But there's one woman in particular who's making sure that at least 1,000 matric ball girls out there will be sorted when it comes to their special, memorable day. So let's have a look at what Talita Oosthuizen is doing.
Oh, Mzansi Kumnandi Manani right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And this morning we are talking about something that makes us feel extra good.
We have a princess in the studio because today we're talking about a powerful initiative that's turning heartbreak into hope for matric girls across Gauteng, with the cost of matric balls soaring into the tens of thousands of rands. Many young girls are forced to actually quietly give up on what should be one of the most memorable milestones of their school journey.
But somebody said no. That won't happen. I'm talking about Talita Oosthuizen. She's the first princess of Mrs. South Africa, and she's launched a campaign to collect 1,000 matric dance dresses for girls who otherwise wouldn't be able to attend their matric ball in style. Through this initiative, my friend, she hopes to restore dignity.
Yes.
Yeah, it's confidence and joy that's also waiting on the other side, but she's doing it one dress at a time. Everyone, let's give her a feel-good welcome, please. Talita, you superhero, how are you?
Oh, very well, and you, and thank you for this opportunity.
Of course.
You look pretty in pink.
Thank you, Shannon. Thank you, Zanile.
Oh, thank you, beautiful. Now, Talita, I'd really love to know what first opened your eyes to this need that so many young girls have, where, just like we said, you know, they give up on that night and just decide, you know what, it's not for me. What made you realize that actually this is something that needs to happen?
Zanile, if you look at this year, there's more than 500,000 matriculant ladies that's currently in it. So it makes 56% of the annual matriculant rate.
Yeah.
And the majority of those ladies will not have the financial means to actually attend their matric farewell, and that is heartbreaking. So this campaign started with that, and also with the rising costs today. I mean, our fuel costs, right?
Yes.
Daily necessities, school fees. A matric farewell dress is last on the priority list.
So true.
And a girl deserves a matric farewell. She's worked so hard for it. She deserves it, and that's where it started.
And talking about working so hard, a matric ball, it is celebrating the end of your schooling career. So why did you decide, okay, well, all these girls, they need to end it off with some confidence and with some dignity?
So it's a milestone.
Yeah.
And all of us, I mean, we've all been in matric.
Yeah.
you want to celebrate it off with a bang and a wow. And now it's been taken away from you. And that means your dignity gets taken away from you. And I want to restore that by giving them that opportunity to feel worthy, to feel seen, because they deserve that. And girls, we have 2 milestones. And that's your matric and that is your wedding.
We're still waiting. I was going to say, me and Jan are still waiting. But you're so right. It is a moment. And it is one that is like, it's almost like a rite way of passage, you know, just so that girls can get to that point of feeling more and more like a woman. But talk to me. When we now look at your beautiful goal of 1,000 dresses, what has been the response so far? What are people saying when you're like, guys, this is where we're going?
It's amazing, and I've had so much support. Even there's a girl, she's done now a blazer thing, and she even contacted me and said, let's do something together.
Oh, really?
Which is amazing.
Look at doing a blazer thing.
Yes.
We love it. Oh, amazing. And she's wearing a blazer.
How fitting.
And listen, there's still a long road to go. And being it's only a month, we've got about 50 dresses, and I need 1,000. So everybody needs to get on board and get those dresses to us. And you know, the meaning behind the dresses. I mean, the women that actually come to our offices and donate a dress. Some of them have letters and photos, and it's just so special, because that tells me that there's a memory, there's a nostalgia, there's a smell to that dress that makes them remember of their special day. And I'm taking this from a friend. Her name is Anya, and she's my stylist this year. And she said, you're blessing someone with a dress.
You really
so that is what we want to do. And the woman that's donating, you are going to bless someone with a dress.
100%.
Everybody is paying it forward with one dress at a time.
Exactly.
Okay, you've mentioned that there are currently 50 dresses and a whole lot more coming in.
Yes.
But something special that you are doing both on Women's Day and Youth Day is that people are able to actually come through and try on a dress. Why did you decide to do something that's in person?
You need to feel part of the journey, and so that you don't feel like it's just a second-hand dress you get. You want to feel worthy. So I'm giving them the opportunity to come to our offices in Benoni on the 16th, which is Youth Day. And I mean, they are youth, and we want to empower our youth and give them hope, because they're the future of tomorrow. And on Women's Day, they're going to become a woman, so let them feel that. And when they come to our offices, they can feel the dress on, they can dress it, and if there's small alterations that needs to be done, we can actually do it, because we are a sewing factory. So they will form parts of that journey, and they will feel special on that day, and I want to give that to them.
No, but do you know what I love about pageants?
Yes.
It's that it's allowing girls to always just stand for something and just have that thing that they're really passionate about. So I want to ask you, please, Talita, in terms of what you're doing for the girls and reaching that goal of 1,000 dresses, what message are you hoping that they stay with, especially in terms of their circumstances?
To tell them that they are seen. There's someone out there that sees them. Because they belong. There's dignity. They deserve it, and they are so worthy of it.
And for all the matriculants that are watching today, and they actually do need a matric dance dress, but they're too shy to actually reach out and say, you know what, a matric dance dress right now is a financial burden. What advice would you give them to say it's okay to come forward and ask for one?
Don't feel embarrassed. We've all had to ask sometime in our life for something. And that's a brave step to do that, because you are believing in yourself, because you are worth it. And they can reach out to me. I will send them all the relevant information, but what I need from them is their name, their school, the date of their matric farewell, a photo of themselves, and the dress size, so that we can match that up. And then we will try our best to match the best dress and bless them with a dress, so that they can feel worthy, because like I said, they are worth it.
I love that. And my lovely, I know as well that, you know, when we talk about just having spaces like this, it's always so important to really just do it with the community, I think. Because you allow everyone to come along for it. So, you know, please just encourage people again why they need to come and be part of this.
Please, please, please get in contact with me. We want to bless 1,000 ladies with dresses, so that they can attend their matric farewell. So please get on board on this initiative and contact me 082 377 0085. And there are 3 ways that they can actually donate the dresses. So one, we've got a store, Hirsch's Home Store. They've come on board and said we can actually use them. They can go drop off the dresses
At any Hirsch store.
Any Hirsch store
Yes.
nationwide. I'm so grateful for them. And then we've got a postnet to postnet where the closest postnet is Linksfield. Alternatively, they can courier or they can come and deliver it by hand at our offices in Benoni.
Incredible. I love
But
it.
if they contact me, I will give them all the relevant information. 082 377 0085.
The most important contact number, I think. The good one is right
Yes.
now. Thank you, my lovely. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for doing the great work that you are. And we're looking forward to all the matric dances this year because of you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Oh, man. Like we always say, not all heroes wear capes. In fact, they wear blazers.
Like a blazer.
You got to make sure that you stay tuned, Expresso family, because we indeed 100% are going to be having these conversations more and more in terms of how we can just, help each other out.
Of course, it is a feel-good breakfast show with feel-good stories right here on S3.
I was racing to get my jacket on because...
Cake for dinner blazer.
Okay, yeah, I know, eh? It is nice. I know, it's making me look wealthier than I am, but it's really lit. No, you got to look swanky when you're sending Bafana off to go and do battle at the World Cup. It's that time. It's actually just a week away.
Oh, my goodness.
But we had a very emotional opportunity to send the boys off. At least Kutle was there to claim all of the street cred honours.
Yo, go Boykies, go! I can't believe the 11th of June came around this quickly.
Crazy,
so to also celebrate, why not have a musical performance? Jenny Bay is going to be standing by, and we can't wait to delve into her. 8 years later,
Crazy,
she's back
man.
on our Expresso stage. So let's see what she's got.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. Yes, we are getting super excited about the FIFA World Cup, and with Bafana preparing for their long-awaited return to the World Cup. Excitement obviously building a fever pitch across the country, and with right reason, I think.
That's true. Okay, so this past weekend, South Africans gathered at the Wanderers Stadium out in Johannesburg to, of course, show their support ahead of the tournament. The energy, we could feel it from here, and, of course, we'll delve into it as well.
Yeah, man, I'm dying to connect with Kutle because she loves these moments. But I think to go back into that 2010 energy, and I think
Bring
for
it
me,
on.
I was so fortunate to be living in the epicenter of Sandton. I think I was right next to one of the depots, the Gautrain depots. So I was doing early morning as well, and I would have to drive in at 3:30 in the morning for this. And there would be a line of dump trucks driving either behind or in front of me to feel like you're a part of that kind of energy. And 2010 was a different kind of energy. We were the center of the world. So I can imagine for the Americas who, like, there's a lot of fledgling, the footballing culture's really starting to kind of grow there. So this is going to be massive for them as well. So I just love it that we are a part of that kind of journey, but for these young players.
Yo, it's a huge deal. They've been waiting for this moment. And as soon as Hugo Broos announced the squad, I mean, everybody couldn't wait for them to jump on that plane, albeit there were a couple of delays, and make their way over there. So Kutle, my goodness, girl, you were on the ground. What stood out to you most about that special day, the send-off?
Oh my goodness, you guys. It was so electric. Just being unified by the love of the game just warms my heart. Can you believe it's been 16 years since we last hosted the FIFA World Cup, the most iconic, by the way, in 2010. So 16 years later, as you've mentioned, new players coming through, beautiful new energy, really excited to represent South Africa on the big stage. It was beautiful seeing my Gqeberha King, our captain, Ronwen Williams, performances on the ground as well. Children, families just gathered to really be a part of this moment. Was absolutely beautiful.
We believe.
When I say waka waka, you gotta go, eh.
I think that's been banned at the World Cup. I don't think we even allowed vuvuzelas at those World Cup. Please, if you're a sapper and you can figure out a way to get a vuvuzela, just the sound of a vuvuzela out there, we'd love to see it. Kutle, well, you've done us proud as always, and she did look super cute in the outfit as well. I think that might be the whole day wrapped up for us, but absolutely beautiful. Our girl out there experiencing a moment that we all want to actually experience.
Well, let's get into it then. If you thought that sounded special, here's a closer look at a day that brought together football fans from across the country, as of course Mzansi got behind Bafana Bafana ahead of the 11th of June.
It's been 16 very long years since we last saw our boys in green and gold on the biggest stage in football, the FIFA World Cup. Now, with the 2026 tournament around the corner, it's for South Africans to get the party started. Namhlanje is a very special one because South Africans from different walks of life have gathered right here at Wanderers Stadium to give Bafana Bafana the ultimate World Cup send-off. The excitement, absolutely real. The hope is massive, and we are here joining forces to celebrate the boys.
Well, to see the guys back at the World Cup, it means a lot to the country. It's heartwarming as well, especially seeing the young boys in South Africa. So we are really blessed and we wish them all the best.
All I can say is team spirit, boys, team spirit. Let's all play together. Let's play for one another. Remember, you're not playing for yourself. You're representing the whole country. Matter of fact, you're representing the whole continent. Let's play for each other, boys. Go Bafana, go.
BT, we are going to Mexico. A massive, massive shout out to Bafana Bafana. The stage is set for the 2026 FIFA World Cup, and the boys are ready to put on a show. DG, from goals to glory and unforgettable moments, South Africans are here backing you boys, wishing you all the best and walking with you every single step of the way in this journey. Best of luck. Mwah! Make us proud.
Mama Joy!
Mama Joy!
I think we need to see Mama Joy that side.
Yes,
across the pond. Please, one of these amazing sponsors.
Us.
Just do it, man.
Come
you can do it for us.
What a fantastic occasion. And of course, always a reminder of the passion South Africans have for the beautiful game of soccer.
Unlike any other, we wish Bafana Bafana, our boys, all the best as they embark on this all bets off World Cup journey, and we are cheering them on every step of the way. Sure. I'm not even limiting my expectations.
We better win.
No,
bring it home.
Okay,
just 7 days remain until South Africa and Mexico go head-to-head for that kickoff of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Now, you can, of course, catch every second of the action live on SABC 1 or SABC 3, or stream it on the SABC Plus app.
For free.
For free.
Free. All right, we need some music to add to the celebratory vibes here. Kutle, what more FOMO can you introduce to the Cape Town team?
Listen, I'm bringing all the beautiful energy here in Johannesburg, everybody. Brace yourselves for a beautiful, heartwarming performance. We do have the oh-so-beautiful Janie Bay right here about to perform one of her latest releases titled Hold It Against Me. Enjoy.
I'm addicted, can't get enough. Feels like a privilege to be in love. Hold high, no shame. Pick me up, put me down again. Pin me to your walls. Hold it against me. addicted, still can't get enough. Feels like I can't breathe, but I can't give you up. Don't wanna let you go, don't wanna think about it or let it show. I just want it all. Hold it against me. Make me your enemy. I can be what you want. I am all that you need. Hold it against me. I miss you at the break of dawn, more than a body to keep me warm. Hold it against me. I miss you when the evening comes, still want you, you're the only one. Hold it against me, yeah, yeah. Hold it against me. Make me your enemy. I can be what you want. I am all that you need. Hold it against me. Hold it against me. Hold it against me.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Well, just moments before we hit 8 o'clock, let's get straight into your final bit of national news headlines for this day. Starting out with the research by the University of the Western Cape that has found that fetal exposure to tobacco smoke increases the likelihood of developing high blood pressure in teenage years. Now, the study also links smoking during pregnancy to respiratory problems, underdeveloped organs, and low birth weight, all of which may contribute to later cardiovascular issues. Now, Dr. Tammy Russ from the university's Department of Medical Biosciences says more support is needed for pregnant women and girls, particularly in lower-income communities. She adds that early interventions can help promote healthier lifestyles as well as reduce long-term risks. In other national news, 2 Mozambican nationals, aged 32 and 33, have been arrested in Mozambique in connection with the murder of a Mossel Bay couple whose bodies were found in the Kruger National Park. Now, the breakthrough followed investigations between SAPS, Mozambican authorities, and Sandparks after the victim's stolen vehicle was recovered in Chokwe. Now, the suspects are due to appear in Maputo on charges of both murder and hijacking. And the Minister of Forestry, Fisheries and Environment, Willie Okamp, says an extradition process has begun to bring the suspects to South Africa to stand trial. In your international news making headlines now, Kenya's Health Minister Aden Duale says a US-funded quarantine center at Laikipia Air Base will proceed despite deadly protests and a court order halting its opening. Now, the facility, intended to isolate arrivals linked to Ebola-hit Democratic Republic of Congo, sparked public anger over foreign involvement and safety fears. Duale told Parliament it will serve both Kenyans and US nationals, dismissing claims it is exclusive, and said the government will not halt the 2015 agreement underpinning the project, describing it as essential during the health emergency. In other news, in Iranian drone airstrikes on Kuwait International Airport, 1 person has been killed and more than 60 others injured in a major escalation of regional tensions. Now, Kuwait's defense ministry described the attack as, quote, criminal Iranian aggression, end quote, while Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps claimed responsibility, saying it was retaliation for U.S. strikes on Iranian assets and Gulf bases. Now, the victim was identified as an Indian national, with New Delhi condemning the attack and calling for an immediate halt to hostilities. Now, let's close up with some praise for English football legend David Beckham, who is set to be honoured with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame as World Cup excitement sweeps across the United States ahead of kickoff next week. Now, the 51-year-old former England captain will have his plaque unveiled in Los Angeles on the 12th of June. Now, of course, the match happens on US soil for that opening too. Organisers say the award recognises his role in boosting football's popularity in America and his global sporting and cultural influence. From Manchester United glory to international fame and beyond, Beckham's journey continues to inspire fans as the world's biggest football celebration begins in a fitting moment of global unity. Well, that is where we leave your news for this day. Let's get straight into the world of sports.
Not bad for a Man United star and a Spice Girl. Isn't football just beautiful? Let's look at the flip side of that. It can be very unforgiving at times as well. Let's get into our promotional playoff drama. Milford FC, they've moved to the top of the PSL promotional playoff table. That was following their dramatic 1-0 victory over Magesi FC last night. And it was substitute Kanyasani Radebe who came on in the 88th minute, struck deep into stoppage time to hand Milford all 3 vital points. So they'll be up against Cape Town City FC this Saturday afternoon. And then, of course, the two sides will meet again in what will probably be the decider. Love this for all the teams involved. We want the drama. Now, of course, we've got a lot of drama to expect in just 7 days now, officially, until the FIFA World Cup kicks off, and national teams giving us an indication of their form with preparation games happening through a series of international friendlies. Last night, Algeria looked good, edging out the Netherlands 1-0 thanks to a late winner from Anis Haj Musa, while Nigeria and Poland both looked strong as well, playing out to a very entertaining 2-2 draw. Then elsewhere, Italy did just enough, a narrow 1-0 victory over Luxembourg. Now let's get into rugby, and a bit of a tale of the tape of the season that's been, and no major surprise as South African players dominate the United Rugby Championship dream team of the season. So headlined by top points scorer Sasha Feinberg and Goma Zulu and top try scorer Evan Roos, 8 of the 15 positions available held by South Africans. Now, of course, we're going to need to underpin that this weekend with the Bulls and the Stormers both lock horns in their respective URC semi-finals, fighting for their place in the final. Now, there are fewer and fewer big guns left with the opportunity to fight for the Roland Garros title this year. It has been one for the books. World number one and tournament favourite Aryna Sabalenka, the latest head to roll. She suffered a shock French Open quarter-final defeat at the hands of Diana Schneider yesterday. Schneider producing a remarkable comeback from a set and 2 break points down to reach her first Grand Slam semi. She will join Polish qualifier Maja Kwalinska in that last 4. And of course, Italian Flavio Cavolini also booking his place in the men's semi-finals. We're going to have a new winner either way on both the men's and the ladies' side, and that's always exciting for the sport. But that's where we leave our sport for this Thursday morning. Let's get one last track of the roads. First up, we head back to Bosmansdam in Cape Town. There is heavy congestion reported on the N7 southbound at Bosmansdam. Expect some delays there. I think if you travel the route normally, you know this. Traffic is slow moving in the area. Daily commuters are advised to please drive with caution. Consider some alternative routes where possible and look after each other out there. Let's get into the weather. We start our meteorological journey up in Polokwane. Your Thursday kicks off under mostly sunny skies today. Temperatures rising from a low of 8 degrees to a nice 26 degrees. Balmy, in fact, and warm and sunny conditions are expected over the coming days. Your temperature highs in the low to mid-20s throughout. Very little rain to speak of. Those lows getting a little bit lower as we move through the weekend. But a beautiful week ahead. Klerksdorp, you're our next stop. Expect mostly cloudy skies, albeit with a 60% chance of rain today. Temperatures begin on a very low of 3 degrees, reaching only 17 today. And tomorrow, clouds are going to gradually ease away. The weekend temperatures ranging between 1 and 13. Pretoria, you'll look up to mostly cloudy skies with moderate northerly winds coming to bear as well. Temperatures ranging between a low of 4 degrees and a high of 20. Then as we move closer to the weekend, expect those sunny skies with daytime highs moving between 3 degrees and 21. Josie, welcome to your brand new day. Unfortunately, slightly overcast conditions are how you start your day. Winds at around 29 kilometers an hour as well. Temperatures are going to start from 2 degrees, quite cold today, rising to only 15, and it kind of stays in that zone, albeit we do push to the higher teens as we move into the coming days. Umbombela, the day will be brightened by mostly sunny skies today. Temperatures moving from a cool 11 to a warm 24 degrees. And over the coming days, we've got sunny skies, lingering clouds, and as a result, your temperatures tomorrow ranging between 8 and 22 degrees. And we kind of stay in that zone for the coming week. Bloemfontein, good morning to you. You've got showers forecast today, 65% chance of rain, and cloudy skies dominating the day. As a result, your temperatures drifting between 4 and 13 degrees. Then rainy, cloudy conditions dominating the coming days, with morning lows dropping to around -1 degrees and pretty much staying there. Richards Bay, you're our next stop. Partly cloudy skies are going to dominate your day. Rain moving in at a 45% chance. Temperatures ranging between a cool 15 and a beautiful 27 degrees once the weather clears. And it's going to stay pretty clear for the coming days. Your temps staying in your highs at least staying in the low 20s. Durb's our next stop. Our playground not feeling so playful today. Expect a grey overcast day. Your temperatures drifting between 13 and 24 degrees. Probably have a bit of humidity as well. Tomorrow brings you sunny skies though with some lingering clouds, and your temperatures rise from 12 to a gorgeous 23 degrees, and we stay in that zone for the rest of the week. Tata, you have got a thunderstorm on the cards this afternoon, an 85% chance of rain as well, so brace for that. Your temperatures started on a brisk 8 degrees. I think we've left that behind us, rising to 18 today, and the chance of rain increases. In fact, we've got a 75% chance, albeit tomorrow, and then that fades going into the weekend. Nkuba, you have got a cloudy, rainy day ahead of you. Rain chance at 70% today. Temperatures moving from a crisp 7 to only 13 degrees. Then cloudy and humid conditions expected tomorrow as well. Temperatures between 2 and 13. Slight chance of rain. Kogompo City, formerly Slummies, East London. Your day starts under partly cloudy skies. Rain expected at 40%. Temperatures sitting between a low of 13 and your high of 20 degrees today. Then tomorrow we've got cloudy and dull conditions, a 60% chance of rain reinforcing that. Does clear though as we move through the weekend. A wet day on the cards today, sadly. 95% of that day is going to be soaked. Temperatures moving between a low of 13 and 17 is your high. Then a low of 10 degrees and a high of 17 expected tomorrow. Showers forecast at 40% and they clear as we move into the weekend. Gorgeous George, not feeling so gorge this morning. 100% chance of rain. In fact, you are probably feeling the drip drop right now. Temperature started at 11 degrees, going up to only 14 because of the inclement weather. And as we look ahead, the rain's going to stick around tomorrow, mainly cloudy and rainy conditions, seeing us into the weekend, but it does start to clear on Saturday. Into the mother city we move now with cloud cover persisting and a noticeable wind throughout the day today at around 34 kilometers an hour. Temperatures range between 10 and 17 degrees. And over the coming days, the mother city looking pretty moderate, moving between 17 and 18 degrees as we progress. Sutherland, you can brace for scattered thunderstorms today. Your rain chanced at 55%. Very cold starts, almost freezing, 0, and your high only 7. So, sorry, you're going to have to batten down the hatches. Then from tomorrow going into the weekend, it does start to shift up just moderately, but those lows still staying way, way low. And now we head into Kimberley. Good morning to you. You kick off your day under mostly sunny skies and a light westerly wind. Temperatures will rise from a cold 4 to 14 degrees today. Kick off on 1 degree tomorrow. Cloudy and sunny spells, though, will alternate over the coming days. Temperature highs in the mid-teens. And our whistle-stop tour rounds off in Uppies, our favorite town in the land. Partly cloudy skies are going to set the tone for your day. Temperatures start at a low of 3, rising to a high of 15 degrees. And as we move into the weekend, mainly bright and sunny skies above, some lingering cloud cover, but your temperatures peaking in the mid-teens to low 20s. So before we reveal our latest sunrise view of this hour, the final hour of the show, let's see how things rolled out over 6 and 7. So we started off, as it seems we do now, by ritual. Peter Maritzburg getting a view of that beautiful part of KZN, and this courtesy of Zoe Fenner. She captured a breathtaking sunrise, absolutely beautiful. I think she had to wait for that one. We appreciate the early birds. And then in Kogompo City, Leroy Snyman photographed a serene dawn scene there as well. Not to be outdone. This one just bringing in a bit more of an ethereal quality, the land kind of waking up. Absolutely beautiful. So can we beat it with our final contribution? Well, this one came from Berenice Klainsmith from the gorgeous Langebaan, of course. Langebaan, the Weskus, had to put her hand up. Absolutely beautiful part of the Western Cape. Look at those pastel colors. I think I need a long weekend away. That's what I need to wake up to. Well, if you think you can do better than our 3 beautiful, quite emotive pictures this morning, we'd love to see you try. Share your sunrise with us. 063-036-9649. That is the number to use to stay connected to the show.
Are you ready for winter? Turn to Linen Vit Dulces to treat colds, fevers, and even mild asthma attacks in adults. Borstroopels for symptomatic relief of cough, croup, and bronchitis in adults and children. For relief of cough and chronic bronchitis symptoms, choose Linen Turlington for adults. Linen medicines, an original, trusted by generations. Tuna, you cannot argue with the fact that we are in the thick of winter and we want you to create something so special in the kitchen that's going to feel like a hug from inside. We're talking about creamy mushroom and livers. It's going to be a delicious recipe that you do not want to miss out on. And of course, we're going to get into a bit of fashion talk. We want to elevate our looks, Mosikle Winter. We don't want to be basic. As you can see for yourself, I am rocking a delicious winter boot and we want you to do the same as well. All of this magic and so much more shortly after this.
Oh, man, when the temperatures drop, you want to scurry indoors. You want to maybe fight back against the sniffles with something that gives us comfort, a warm bowl of homemade soup. And there's one thing that we know, okay? It's that Gogo always seems to have the best remedies when it comes to feeling under the weather. There's a reason why we call it generational wealth. Well, food creator Muna Mabe joins us to put a nourishing twist on a classic comfort dish with a creamy mushroom and chicken liver soup. And I say that with surprise in my face.
Yes.
Muna, first of all, welcome. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for welcoming me.
I love having you here because you, I think, play in my flavor profile. In all of the times that I've played creatively in the kitchen, I've never come across a liver soup.
Yes.
And this has got to be one of the best proteins to work with, right?
Definitely. It's very nice and it's quick to make. It doesn't take time. And it's also healthy. It has a lot of protein.
Oh,
People, they always think that it's only
protein.
eggs and red meat, but livers are the most wonderful ones because you can make a lot of dishes out of it.
And like you say, it's quick. I would imagine for the inexperienced, the quick cook can be a little intimidating because you just don't quite know.
Yeah.
So maybe let's start. So I love the idea of a soup because soups generally, you make a chicken soup 9 hours later, you've got the stock in you. And I love that for the chicken soup, but this is quick and it's nutritious.
Yes.
But you can't just fly in with your livers. What have you done to prepare your livers? How do you normally kind of get them going?
You firstly fry your livers. You can use butter, fry them, put salt, let it be light brown, and put it aside.
Okay. Do you, excuse me, taking even one step further, do you soak your livers? Would you do like a milk or any kind of brine or something?
It depends on your dish that you are going to do. Like if it's not something's going to be spicy or what, you can use milk.
Okay.
But if it's something like a braai or you want to grill, you want to make a green salad, then you can use lemon.
That is brilliant. That is something that no one has ever told me, and that makes such a big difference in the way I understand it.
You can use lemon. Now I've got my onion ready.
Okay.
I'm going to pour some little bit of garlic, like a spoon.
And that's the reason why we love the flavor profile of onion and garlic, because of how well they marry, and especially in the chicken space.
Yes.
And I think maybe therein lies the power or the value of chicken. You don't need a lot to get a lot out of it.
Yes, definitely. Garlic is also healthy.
And especially at this time of the year.
This time of the year, and it's cold even today. It's cold. I'm going to put a paprika.
And a little bit of warmth goes a long way in winter, but it doesn't mean you have to like jam chilies into everything. Just a bit of a hum, a bit of paprika, a bit of, a smoked, some kind of heat. I love that.
Yes, and some salt and pepper to give all the flavors.
I love it. Don't hold back because a chicken liver will take on the flavor. It's got a beautiful kind of textural element as well.
Now I'm going to add my famous
And I like the fact
mushrooms.
that because we lean into chicken and mushroom soup a lot in winter. And I can't believe that no one has kind of lent into the liver from this kind of comfort food perspective. I know we love to jazz it up with a bit of chili, with a bit of heat. You can do some exciting things with the liver, but I've never thought about it in a kind of a slow, fast cook sense, because you can get kind of the same level of nutrients and flavor development, just not after 8 hours of cooking.
Yeah, it doesn't take much time, and it's nice. And you must make sure your mushrooms are not too mushy.
Still have a bit of bounce, a bit of body. Okay.
Fry them very light.
And I quite like the fact that mushrooms you can have raw in a salad if you want. So it doesn't require the cooking. You just want to release the flavor of it.
Definitely. And you give it a few stir.
It's smelling
amazing. We're going to add our livers.
And if you think of how cost-effective they are, to get that much protein out of another meat source would be almost impossible. It's actually one of the purest, cleanest proteins you can get.
It is. And I think it's also on price range, they are quite reasonable.
It's not priced like a premium protein.
It's not.
You kind of, it's priced like an offcut almost, which
yes,
is, yeah.
definitely.
Okay,
I'm
so if
gonna
we...
add the livers, now that the mushrooms are nice and
Oh, they've got
gold.
a beautiful color to them, eh?
Yes, I'll add the mushroom. And don't be scared, just add the sauce as well that comes from the livers.
It's flavor, it's all the goodness,
to make
eh?
the goodness of flavors. And I'm gonna add the cream.
I wish you could smell what's coming
To
off
bring
here.
out everything about the creaminess of the soup.
And I can almost smell the caramelization on the liver, so I get that. You've got to seal that in, get that caramelization before you start this part of the process.
Yes.
So, and literally, how long did you fry off those livers for before in the initial phase? Just
Say
quick.
5 minutes.
Quick.
Then
okay.
you're done.
Okay.
Now I'm
Cream
gonna
has gone
add
in.
The broth.
Oh.
You can just put chicken stock, and with boiling water, you add your broth, pour it in.
And obviously there, you want the heat to meet the heat at the same kind of temperature so that you're not starting the cook all over again.
Definitely.
Oh, and that immediately now looks like the
Definitely, and
most
you
luscious, delicious.
Just give it a stir. It looks yummy.
It looks absolutely beautiful.
Already.
So in TV Land, obviously, we're rushing the process a little bit.
Yeah.
When we said quick, I mean, we don't mean in like 3 minutes. But how long would you then cook it? And I see we've still got one last stock to add, but how long would you cook it to get to the perfect balance, do you think?
Less than 30 minutes.
Less than 30
Less than 30 minutes. Then you are done.
Just enough time for
Then
those
you are done.
flavors to
Add
really
the flavors to go in, and you must also put the cream sauce, the cream soup to make it a little bit.
Oh man, it looks absolutely beautiful. So in our next little segment, I'm going to invite my work wife in and we're going to taste this together because I don't think we've taken photos yet and they look absolutely gorgeous.
They are beautiful.
I can feel my
And
health profile improving. Absolutely beautiful. Any mistakes that we can make with something like this? Anything that we might cross? Because it feels quite forgiving. It feels like, you just kind of mix it and you get it right. Maybe you overcook your livers a little bit, but I'm guessing you're going to slow cook them a little bit anyway, so that can soften.
That is why it's very important not to cook the livers too much.
Okay.
Just a little bit fry to make them brown and take them out.
Okay.
So that when you are cooking your sauces, and then they will also get the heat.
Oh, I love that. And this is relatively low and slow, and then you just fill your house with the smells of health and nutrition and comfort. You're amazing. I can understand why you have the following that you do in your lane.
Yes.
There is something about home cooking, when it's elevated, that just hits all the right notes in winter. It's just how we get healthy. It's how we feed ourselves into the flu season and make sure that we get stronger through it. And there is nothing quite like homemade comfort to add extra love as well. Amen. Mona, thank you so much. You're an absolute superstar. And I think often we think that in order to create magic in the kitchen, you've got to really spend a lot and get that kind of marquee protein. Try the chicken livers. Probably the cheapest protein you can find. And then we put our final little sauce addition in. And leave. 30 minutes later, you have yourself an absolutely gorgeous chicken liver and mushroom soup. Well done. Or you can play along with us. If you think yours look better than ours, I'm going to throw the gauntlet down, but I think Oki has created magic here. Go over to the socials to see what this looks like in stills. We'll see you now.
Voila.
3 pains, 1 hero, Tri-Park, triple relief. Park the pain your way. Grab yours today. Available in original and lemon flavors.
You might be getting ready for your morning all already on the move when pain makes its presence felt. And that's when Tri-Park makes all the difference. Tri-Park offers triple relief for headaches, for toothaches and colds and flu. It's a heavy hitter and it's ready to work in 8 seconds, so you can keep your morning moving. Tri-Park, the pain powder that Gogo trusts to keep close, ready when everyday pain hits.
3 pains, 1 hero, Tri-Park, triple relief. Park the pain your way. Grab yours today. Available in original and lemon flavors.
Welcome back. They say the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. But this winter it begins with the right pair of boots. Now we are excited whether you are dressing for the office, maybe a weekend getaway, or everything and anything in between. The right boot can instantly elevate your look and your feel. Now, senior creative at Woolworths, Mo Mbele, is here with his boots on, okay? He is ready to step into winter. Now, he has brought the good things, my friend, hey? You're sitting there like you're looking at cattle, like, these are... But I gave the same reaction when I walked in. I was like,
Yeah, you have to, yeah.
There's something special going on here. I know it's very difficult because you are emotionally invested in every item that moves through your space. What are your favorite boots this winter? What's got you guys excited?
Pretty much what's exciting us is the versatility, right? So we definitely do like that you can get anything from like your Chelseas to like your smart lace-ups boots, but you can wear it up or down. So we do like this idea of versatility this season,
Yeah, you can be cheeky, you can
You
let
know
your
what I mean?
personality
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Because in the right setting, in the right space, these nuances do make a difference.
They do.
They really do. And I can speak from a corporate perspective. Cape Town's fashion set's slightly different. If you're doing deals, you got to look a certain... It's crazy, but these things really do matter. But it's also about how it makes you feel. Can I just clear something up? What do we call the high lace-up smart shoe? Is it a lace-up Chelsea?
No.
Because I like the fact that, yes, we are, to show your versatility, that we are even drifting into that space. We love a boot so much that we might need something a bit more rugged. But for me, it boils down to two kind of lanes, okay?
Yeah.
And let's go down the rugged lane first, because you've got some gorgeous, I think you might even have them
it's the
on,
same ones.
kid.
Yeah, it's the same ones. Like, these are the ones for me, eh?
That, and obviously on point trend-wise. And that's, I know you aren't a slave to trend, but you've got to feed that beast as well, right?
Yeah, and I think the nice thing to your point, what you're saying is like, you can decide when you wear it. Like, this can be a Friday into weekender shoe. But that also is like a timeless piece, right? So sometimes like the trendy shoe isn't necessarily the one for you, but it's like, how can you use it across your day?
Yeah, exactly. Well, that being said, then how do you incorporate? Like, if you're going through the process yourself, looking at your day, looking at the kind of fashion capsule you're dipping into, what do you use as your yardstick?
So definitely I'm like, I'll look at my day and be like, how's that going to be? If I do know that I have meetings in the morning and then afterwards I do want to go out for dinner or something, I definitely stick to the Chelsea, purely because I can wear like a tight jean, a skinny jean rather, or a straight cut,
100%.
and then later on wear something loose with it still.
Something a bit more flowy. To that point, I did 3 different shoots yesterday.
Is it?
1 pair of shorts.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So it works. It works. Yeah.
I love that. And then and we're going to see these on and in situ, which really does help here. It's all right to dress up a suit. It's all right to take it there because we can be a bit more fluid. So I'm thinking having a bit of an ankle boot situation there, I like that. If you don't want to be overdressed, if you don't want to take it too far, absolutely beautiful. Can we see some of these things in action? Definitely. Absolutely love it. How would you then, to complete the menswear look, because these become almost like an accessory. Which I love. So you can get a statement item and you can utilize it. How would you dress these puppies up?
Definitely with maybe a corduroy, like the smart lace up. I'll definitely do it like with the corduroy 2-piece. I do like your neutral colors going on there if I do want to come across as like the stylish dude. But then obviously, again, the Chelsea, I'd go for like a ragged look, layered with a weekender bag, a bomber jacket, you know, just to give it a bit of attitude and personality, because I think it is also important to bring that out.
You're a young guy, man. You've got to let the energy flow,
man.
man.
So yeah, that's how I'd rock it.
Oh, absolutely beautiful. Well, I think we need to see some of these in situ. So let's bring the boys in. I could feel your aura before you entered. There is, okay, I love oversized jeans. That's my vibe. I'm a kid from the 90s. Like, I was wearing my jeans backwards at one point. Okay, I got that. Let's talk about this corduroy suit, man.
So as you can see, this is the look I was telling you about. Like, so if you do want to keep it very chic but minimal, I'd definitely go for like a 2-piece corduroy suit. but then also go for the smart lace because it keeps it grounded, right?
Yeah, very much
You can
so,
see
yeah.
the shoe, the leather shoe matches the beanie, and your look is just slightly elevated. Like you're that guy when you walk in, you know?
Oh, no, 100%. If you're going to go and ask someone for money, okay, you best be taking care of the finer details.
Yeah,
Absolutely beautiful.
Then the second look really is, laid back weekender. You do need a weekender bag. There's an accessory, but just look at how the shoe pops there underneath. Like you
I
match it
love
with
it,
the
man.
denims. You match it with the checkered shirt.
And
as
I see what you
said.
mean about the pairing with a bomber jacket. It's slick, it's chic, but it's
clean,
not
bro.
over the top. It's not too smart. I love both of these looks would go into my cupboard.
Yeah,
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, so it does look considered. Like all these looks, the shoes stand out, and once again they are versatile. Like you can pull up into a suit like this, but I prefer practicality, and comfort. So,
I
and
love it,
That's
man.
the beauty this season that we have. And the menswear.
And you'll feel different when you've got a pair of rugged boots on. I'm sorry, hey? So I'm going to have to, maybe my Chelseas, I need to alternate one day a week and get a bit rugged. Gentlemen, give us one last twirl. You guys look absolutely amazing, man. Two great examples of how the boot, the humble boot, can take your winter fashion capsule to the other level. I love it. And we're not sacrificing anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man, laid back is still a fashion choice, boy. It's still a fashion choice, man.
That's what we do, bro.
Oh, absolutely love it. Well, I'm beginning to understand with your nature as well why those were such a good fit for you. But whatever your day holds, wherever you think it might take you, even those curveballs that you can't think about, you've got a boot to kick down that door and step in style. So please, regardless of whatever you are doing to round off your week or expecting over the weekend, or simply looking just to refresh your winter wardrobe, get one of those investment pieces. Now that you know how you can style up from the boot up, please go in store, go into Woolworths, go online, go and hit their amazing app. You'll see the fashion come to life, and then hopefully we'll see it on you. Absolutely brilliant, Mo. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you so much, bro.
Sure. But still.
It's my feel good breakfast show.
We're back, Feel Good family. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show right here on S3. We are still hanging out with the oh so amazing award-winning musician Janie Bay, and we're about to play an exciting quick fire game with her. Are you ready, ma'am?
I don't know. I hope I can think quickly.
You have a second to think, okay?
Okay.
We're not wasting any time
Yes.
today.
Okay, cool.
Janie, question number one, acoustic or heavy production?
Acoustic.
Acoustic. Love it. Who is your dream local collaboration?
I often say Fransja van Coke. Guys.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Last person you messaged on WhatsApp, and what did it say?
I think I messaged Sini, one of the crew members. Just we're on our way.
Okay,
Yeah.
just letting her know. Sini, we're still on
Yeah.
for today.
Yeah.
I love it. What's the most played song on your current playlist?
Ooh. It's a song by a girl called Jessie Mazin. She's not a very popular artist, but I don't know, can't remember the song name. But she's
You know how it goes.
It's a bit emo.
Oh, it's
I
a
like
bit
the emo
emo.
song.
Girl, same. What's your most used emoji?
The normal smiley, just the normal one with a little
Okay.
bit of a blush.
Oh, do
Yeah.
you use it sarcastically or like literally?
No, I'm not very sarcastic in
Okay.
person. No.
You're just straightforward.
Yeah, yeah.
I love it. Worst job you've ever had?
I worked at a retail store in the waterfront, and the manager just wasn't very nice to me. So, yeah.
I know exactly what you mean. Retail, please respect retail workers, guys. Being on your feet for 12 hours a day.
Yeah.
Been there,
Rough.
done that, not going back.
No.
What is the one artist you are secretly obsessed with?
Ooh. No, you're putting me on the spot. I'm going to say Billy Rafool, but it's so pre the song.
Okay.
I was like, Billy is amazing, and then we met, and he's from Canada, and now I kind of have to tone it down a
I
bit.
love
But he is great. He's
that.
a really awesome artist.
A
Yeah.
dream realized
Yeah.
because you
Exactly.
collaborated
It's pretty
together
crazy.
now. Beautiful, beautiful. What is your favorite Afrikaans word?
Lekker is definitely one of the lekkerest ones.
Lekker is
Lekker,
my
yeah.
favorite Afrikaans
Yeah,
word.
yeah.
Lekker feels lekker.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's only in Afrikaans, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And anyone can. Hey,
Yeah.
you know, lekker song.
Yeah.
Lekker musiek.
Ja, lekker vibe so.
Lekker vibe so. Jy like praat Afrikaans, hè? What's your ultimate hype song right before a show?
Maybe a bit of Katy Perry is a vibe. Yeah, let's say
Like Eye of the Tiger.
one of those, yeah.
I got the eye of the tiger and fire, dancing through the fire, 'cause I am a champion, and you're gonna hear me roar out. Oh, that's beautiful.
Nice singing,
I
girl.
love that. Now, one word your friends would use to describe you.
That's difficult. I think hopefully kind. Hope so. I really try to be.
No, you are.
Yeah.
We feel that energy this morning already. If you had one superpower, what would it be?
I think flying is nice.
That's so nice.
Yeah. Invisibility probably also, but that's a bit weird. But
Because
creepy.
why do you not want to be seen?
Yeah.
Are you snooping around?
It's maybe you can walk through things, you know? But flying, I think, is a good one.
And you can just skip the Joburg traffic and get straight to where you need to be.
Hopefully you can go even further, like you can actually go to other countries.
Ah, I see. So you're just flying, no fuel, diesel needed. It's just you and your destination.
Yep.
Beautiful. I love it. Food you will never eat again.
I don't really like those canned asparagus. It's a weird texture and it doesn't taste like anything nice.
I'm with you on that. Canned anything for me sometimes,
Yeah.
most times, I'm just like,
Do you have one that you like, a canned?
Beans.
Okay, yeah, I like
Baked
beans.
beans.
Oh, baked beans is so like
They're beautiful. Mwah. Now, one thing you are just generally obsessed with.
I don't know if it's obsession, but I exercise almost every day. So it's something that I feel if I don't do it, then maybe it would almost feel like it's an obsession, but it's just become a habit. It's a daily habit, and at least it's a healthy one.
It is a healthy one. I am obsessed with you. You're just like, I'm obsessed with being healthy and taking care of my body and my mind and my spirit.
I try. You know, we're probably going to get old, so yeah, want to be
That's
good
fair.
about that.
I love that. Janie, thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
playing along and being such a good sport. It was a lekker round of quick fire questions.
Baie lekker, dankie.
Baie lekker, dankie. What an incredible talent. Thanks again to Janie Bay. She's still around. If you want to hear more of that beautiful sound, please make sure you stick around as she will be performing live on our Feel Good stage. Do not go anywhere.
Oh, we're not going anywhere besides the kitchen because we've entered it once again to cook. Once again, the winter chill sets in. We all get a little hungrier. We want more comfort. We look for those heavy foods that delicious but also remind us of home, right? But today we're changing the game with a classic dish flipped on its head to treat us really, really good. So we're going to get into a spicy spaghetti and meatballs, but the meatballs are actually chicken meatballs. So it's a little bit lighter, but it has that robust heat coming through as well. Guaranteed to get your mouth watering, as mine is already. Great.
And
This is
the
delicious.
QR code has already popped up.
Already?
So you can see by the gloves that I'm going to be on chicken
You're
ball
so
duty.
serious.
Okay, my daughter loves chicken fricadelles, little chicken
yeah?
meatballs. So I figure I best get off my butt and learn how to make it.
Immediately.
I've never really had chicken meatballs in a
Meatballs.
pasta before.
I don't think I have either.
Which is
This is
surprising.
something new
So-
because look how delicious they actually look, right?
I know, they look great. And obviously, we're not just someone leaving them, we are bolstering them
Yeah.
up with some beautiful flavor. So we've got the breadcrumbs to help with the whole binding situation. We've got beautiful mixed herbs.
Nice.
And chicken loves herbs.
Yeah, you've got to
thyme,
also
loves
flavor that
sage.
chicken.
All the heat I'm putting in, hey?
Go for it.
No, it's smoked chili flakes, man. It's not even that hot. And then an egg.
Why not? The binder.
Maybe you could mix this slightly differently. I'm following the Carissa.
Oh, yeah, some salt. I'll do the salt and pepper because I
good.
think you've touched that.
Yeah.
So,
That has been the biggest exercise through this, has been realizing that I can't touch this and then touch anything else. So I've had to wash my hands about 10 times since putting these gloves on.
That's me in the kitchen every day,
but
though.
I
Here by
love
the
it.
tap, washing my fingers in every step. All right, while you're busy with that,
that's
because we
incorporating
can
beautifully. Look at
multitask. The pan is getting nice and hot for you, Gray, over
Thank
there.
you.
Let me turn it down a little bit. Okay, sauce, we're going sauteed onions and delicious tomato paste. The same with the curry spices. We've got to make sure we cook out our tomato paste a little bit.
100%.
Okay.
Activate. I always say like I'm
Activate, that's a good
activated
word.
in my mind.
Oh.
Which doesn't sound very culinary.
No, it
but
is.
It's kind of scientific.
I think Chef
Okay.
Clem said that's the right word. And then we're going to go in with some liquid in the
Realize
form
they
of
could
our...
pretty much say anything and we wouldn't know better. So they're like, oh no, that's a real culinary term. I'm from dibbly dobbly. That's what you do when you put the thing. Okay, I think I've incorporated this nicely enough. I mean, it looks
Perfect.
pretty cool.
What's
and
your
then
technique with the balls?
Just try not to mess it up. That's generally my technique with everything. Just don't mess it up. I'm trying to gauge Oki's size. He hasn't held back with the size. So I
No,
figure
he
I'm
went
gonna...
big.
Okay, that looks massive. So maybe I'll go slightly smaller. But
Smaller balls.
I suppose you can give your kids individual sizes as well, depending on how good they've been. You get one tiny 2 centimeter. Look
Ooh,
at that.
Going in
And,
with some sugar.
look, I know all protein comes at a cost, so I'll never joke about that. But I think as proteins go, the chicken breast is quite a relatively accessible protein, not
It
too
is.
expensive. You get a good, clean protein out of it.
And you could probably make it yourself by just like mushing up
Chicken. Presumably.
I assume that's how they make it. Just chop
Look,
it up.
mincing and finely sliced, I think a slightly different scenario. As I learned with chicken, the fibers of chicken, when you try to blend it, if you're making a chicken soup, for instance, don't ever blend your
Chicken,
chickens.
okay.
Ever. Don't
Thank you for
ever.
letting
I
us
can't-
know that.
I can't imagine any way that would have worked out for me. If
Maybe
I'd done
blend it
differently.
before the chicken goes in.
Yeah, there we go. Before the chicken enters the fray. But no, I think from a mincing perspective, it would work quite well. It picks
Yeah.
up flavour really nicely. It's going to brown beautifully.
Look at that, yeah.
I would just be worried about the cooking time. So you want to get a nice caramelization on the outside and just make sure that it's cooked through. So I would think kind of a medium heat for a little bit longer as opposed
Definitely.
to like a normal red meat ball. I'd want to cook quickly.
You would, because
Yeah.
red meat, that's what you can do.
You want to caramelize the outside, make sure it's nice
Ooh.
and tender and juicy on the inside. With this, I would go a little bit slower and a little bit longer. That's what I'm thinking.
I think you were supposed to keep some of your chili for me.
Boo. But at least you're going to get full value with every
with every bite.
little chicken bola makisi.
You could also make the chicken smaller so that it would cook quicker.
100%.
Because I'm going to keep my eye on that, Gray.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I'll make you some mini ones.
Okay.
Or actually, we can make some lunchbox treats.
Ooh.
Hey, because we've got a minute and a half, so we're going to make one lunchbox treat.
Okay.
But that actually really does get me thinking creatively. Like, if you want to introduce more protein into your child's lunchbox, get creative. Cook it the night before. Don't just put a piece of salami or biltong or something. And biltong's great.
Salami is fantastic. But
salami is fantastic.
But
do you want to try our little mini chicken ball?
Yes, so that one is for Carissa. We'll put that in.
It's for Georgie. I'm going to take it home.
Oh, yes. Oh, look, it's already getting brown, Gray.
There
Amazing.
We go. Absolutely beautiful. And I think it might have actually debunked this whole you can't use chicken for meatballs.
Oh, of course you can.
I think it looks beautiful. I think it looks great, which is always a good indication. It smells absolutely amazing, and it's super easy to compile, to put together. Absolutely beautiful.
10 out of 10. Okay, so my sauce and spaghetti pretty much incorporated. There were a lot of steps to this. Oh, my goodness.
But
you do need 2 people.
And that's the joy of cooking. Absolutely beautiful. Are we going to taste
I'll have a little
the meatballs?
taster.
I'm going to take my gloves off for the final time.
Yes, please.
All right.
All right.
Try and
Let's see what it's giving.
Just throwing forks around.
Got it.
Because one can. I'll try and give you a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. Thank you, Gray. I've even got some cheese on here. All right. Let's get into that meatball. Ooh.
I might even play with a different pasta. I'm not the biggest spaghetti fan. I like a fettuccine. I like things like that. Not that I've got anything against spaghetti. Okay.
It's very
3, 2,
subtle,
1.
but I really enjoy the heat.
That's really nice. You will see a QR code on your screen. Scan it now. Make these. Do yourself the favor.
Got some heat on it.
It does. I think Oki was as liberal with the chili in his meatballs as I was in mine. Absolutely love
Yum.
these. This is going to become one of your weekday staples.
That's
Guaranteed. It's cheap, it's flavorful, and it's super easy to make. Jenny Bay, I think, in her healthy lifestyle, would also give this a 2 thumbs up because she's obsessed with health. No, she's obsessed with putting out unbelievable music, and she is performing after this.
Yes.
This is really good.
Delicious.
Yummy.
Think it's just another day? Well, not anymore, because I could be pulling up to your door next. Spin and win up to 20,000 Rand, plus an extra 2,000 Rand if you have a World Sports Betting account, and another 2,000 Rand if you can hit a small dance challenge with me. To enter, all you have to do is head over to the competition post of Expresso's Facebook, X, and Instagram pages, and all you have to do is follow the prompts. And not signed up yet? Well, head to wsb.co.za, use the promo code THEBEAT50 to get a free 50 Rand sports bet. World Sports Betting, bet to the beat. I'll see you soon.
It's my feel good breakfast show.
Welkom terug almal. We are wrapping up our Klein Vrydag with the stunning Janae Bay with a beautiful song titled Ek glo nog in jou. Enjoy.
Ek glo nog in jou, waar jy vergeet en vergewe, sal ek onthou toe nou, ek's 'n klein kombers, maar as jy sal leef, ek glo nog in jou, waar jy vergeet en vergewe, sal ek onthou toe nou, jy's 'n klein kombers, en ek sal stil leef. Kom maar huis toe, jy kan by my lê, kom maar, ek sal jou vashou. Kom maar huis toe, jy kan by my lê, kom maar, ek sal jou vashou. Ek hoop nog op jou, waar jy verdwaal in jou verlede, kom ek jou inhou, met my gevlegde vars.
Another feel-good production.